Just a little bit. Yeah, I think I have 20-ish, but I got on the boat late. Yeah, I got on that. I arrived there late on that. And then found Familiar Coffee. Kylan, if you want to let us talk about that for us for a moment.
Hey guys, you want to get you some of that sweet go-go bean juice? You want to get it from a nice independently run company who is all up in the TTRPG community, doing great things, supporting great people. Boy, let me tell you about Found Familiar. These beans are so dang good. I'm a big fan of their coffee myself. It's all D&D inspired, all TTRPG inspired. They get artists from the community, and they support a lot of us in the community. Like they sponsor Jabroni TV, which I'm a part of on the reg. Real great people. I think they may still have their holiday sale going on. They were supposed to end it a few days ago, but get in there before they change those prices.
And I don't know for sure, so don't hold us to this, but the Jabronis have a code for Found Familiar Coffee.
We
to
do.
Get 10% off.
You can use coupon code Jabroni for 10% off of your entire purchase. And if the sale's still going on, which it may be, it stacks. It compounds. You can use both.
It stacks like all good modifiers in any sort of game should do.
Yes.
There's my spiel.
Thank you.
Great.
So those are our sponsors for tonight. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. You can find them on our Twitters or here just even on the page where they're listed. And then I just want to talk about the Trevor Project really quick. They are a national organization that provides crisis support and suicide prevention services to the LGBTQ plus teenagers. And like I said, it's near and dear to all of us. Everyone needs help, and this is a great time of year to reach out, talk to someone, and support a really good charity. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Ethan, for running this game, and everyone for coming out and playing. Let's figure out what Bigfoot did with our car and the presents inside.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, because this is a pretty wild game, huh? That's a pretty wild name for a game to have. Mm-hmm. So this is Oh Dang, Bigfoot Stole My Car. Typically it's with my friend's birthday present inside. And this is like a lasers and feelings hack. All about just a weird day where a Bigfoot steals your car and you're trying to get to a birthday party and that just doesn't work out. But today we're trying to get to a Christmas party, but Bigfoot still stole our car. So we're keeping most of the game intact. It's part of a trilogy of games. I can't promise I have all the titles, but one of them's Oh Dang, Bigfoot Stole My Car, my friend's birthday present side. Then we've got Oh Dang, I'm pretty sure Mothman moved in. He said it was just for the weekend and he won't leave. That's not the whole title, but it sounds about right. And then there's like Dang, the alien next door is a conspiracy theorist or something like that. And it's a trilogy. You can find all of the games on like Drive-Thru and Itch and stuff like that.
That one. Oh man.
Yeah, and I think the guy's like Super Etten on Twitter. He's pretty cool. His games are fun.
I need you to run all, please. I'm sorry, I need you.
Yeah, we got the trilogy, right? So we've made characters already, as you guys can see, sort of. It's a one-page RPG, so we keep things pretty simple here. All characters have like a style and a role. So your style tells you like how you do things. Your role tells you what you're actually doing. And so, as you can see here, we have some brawny athletes, some wacky investigators, a smooth face, and a wise driver. And because it's a lasers and feelings hack, you pick a number. You pick a number between 2 and 5. And then we'll talk about when you want to be reckless, you got to roll sort of, I think it's over that number. And if you're being patient, you want to roll under it. So it kind of determines what your character's good at. Are they a patient person or are they very reckless? You need a little bit of both if you're going to catch a Bigfoot in that dang old car that he stole. So the other thing that we haven't talked about yet, because I wanted to wait till we were on stream to talk about it, is what everybody's Christmas present was that y'all were transporting when old Bigfoot showed up. So if you guys could go, we'll start with Dom, I guess. We'll talk about, who's your character? What do they like? Would they bring a Christmas present? I think the Christmas present tells a lot about the person as well. What do you bring into the white elephant, the dirty Santa? What do you bring into this crazy Christmas party you were going to?
Okay, so Bert, he is a brawny athlete, in fact, about 6'8", definitely a human. And as a Christmas gift, what he would have done is he would have Googled Christmas gift and then bought whatever was top of the list, because that's clearly the best Christmas gift that a person would want. So I just did that, and it's a Facebook portal. So he's bought a camera to put in this person's house.
Okay, great. So you got the Facebook portal, keeping the family in touch in these unprecedented times, as every corporation has reminded us this year. They're so unprecedented. Okay, and then let's see. What is your character's goal? That's the other thing on
the
here.
character's goal is quite specifically to find Bigfoot himself.
To find Bigfoot himself. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you guys can do that. That's kind of the whole point of the game,
Hopefully.
right? All right, Heather,
It's very complicated, I know.
Heather, please tell us about your character. Who are they? What is their present? And then what do they want to do?
So I'm playing Lori. She's a wise driver, and she likes to take it slow. I already forgot the questions that I'm supposed to answer.
What Christmas present was she bringing to this party?
You know, it's kind of a mix of crystals and CBT oil.
Okay, great.
You know, that's good for everyone. Yeah.
It is. It's probably what you need when old racist Aunt Jackie comes out with her opinions.
Just
again.
gotta get that bad feeling away with the crystal.
Mhm.
Just
Well,
in many ways.
all right, sounds great. And what is Lori's goal tonight? What's her ultimate goal?
Gotta get the stuff back.
Just gotta get those crystals back. CBD oil don't come cheap too. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
all right, great. And Lucille, Kylan, please tell us about Lucille.
Hi, yes. So, Lucille Beacon, Lucy to her friends, is an investigative journalist for the Light and Champion. However, she calls herself an investigative journalist. Really, they just kind of give her like an op-ed piece on like page 6, because she likes to report on the weird and the strange. Her present that she is bringing to this party is a nice pink Himalayan salt lamp, but she's not participating in any special gift exchange. No dirty Santa, no white elephant, no. Because her goal for the night is to give this gift to the Mothman and confess to the Mothman how she feels, which is strong romantic attraction. So basically she wants to woo the Mothman.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. So gotta get the Mothman up in here too. That's, you already knew it was here.
Are you sure you'll be able to get into that character, Kylan?
I'm role playing, Dom.
That sounds like it's hard for you, Kylan. It's gonna be a stretch.
Yeah.
I know. I really like to challenge myself.
I
Perfect.
feel like we should be allowed to self-insert every so often, though.
Of course. All right. And Taylor, please tell us about Ellie.
Why do I have to follow up Mothman? So Ellie, she's the smooth face. She, she's just really, her goal is probably just have a good time
Okay.
more than anything.
It's about the journey,
know?
not the destination.
Exactly. It's about the journey, not the destination. And she's really got to find that Bigfoot, because her gift was a set of very specific homemade mixtapes, not CDs, tapes
Okay.
that like no one else will really get it. She's one of those people that brings a gift that she likes to the white elephant so she can just be sure she takes something good home.
Mhm.
So she's like, I'll just take my tapes.
Right. Excellent. And can you guys tell me a little bit about this party you guys were heading to? Like, whose party is it? Because all you guys clearly know each other. You're riding together to this Christmas party, but whose party was it? What's the deal?
I think the Mothman's party, right? Like,
Is it the Mothman's party?
It's gotta be the Mothman's part.
it might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys were heading to find the moth. So you guys know the Mothman personally?
I
Well,
think one of us does.
Lucille has been a long time admirer as someone who investigates the weird and the strange and the wacky.
Okay.
Mothman just do a big party and invite Lucille, and then Lucille brought everyone else along.
Yeah, the great thing is you don't even have to tell him you're coming because he already knows because he can see the future.
Maybe
And she
it's like
loves that in a
Bert's,
man.
maybe it's Bert's friend, and some people invited themselves to.
You guys
the
heard
party.
Bert was going to Mothman's party because Bert, the very normal human, has been invited.
Mhm.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, I think I was just bored at home and I was like, oh, something's happening. And I just got in the car.
Mhm.
Rolling.
Yeah.
All right, great.
We're driving wherever Bert tells us. That's all.
So Bert's got the
On the
direction. Well, now you guys have to follow that old Bigfoot. Which brings me to the next question on our sort of getting the game started kind of process here is how you'll travel. So there's 2 things from this list on the game sheet, if you guys have it, that are going to help you chase Bigfoot. And the options we have here are motorcycles, a loyal greyhound, which I'm assuming that's a bus, but loyal makes me think it's a dog. An
I had
RV.
assumed dog would just be helpful in some way.
Right. An RV.
Can we have both?
A sweet laptop, some insider knowledge on Bigfoot, etc. It's the sky's the limit.
I feel like Bert might have Bigfoot knowledge for no apparent reason.
Okay.
That's weird. Why would he have that?
He just does.
I also
It's
think that
intuition,
we need like a Volkswagen like bus
Oh, we need a hippie van.
that's been
If Lori's driving,
kitted out.
I think that's appropriate.
It's been kitted out. Everyone can get comfortable, but still safety. Seatbelts are important.
Mm-hmm.
As
And-
long as I get to pick the music, I am in.
Always.
I'm sure that VW bus has got a spot for some cassette tapes.
That's why I have cassette tapes.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why.
So unfortunately, this isn't just going to be a walk in the park, right? There's this one problem that keeps following you like nobody's business. Is that a rival? Are you on a time limit? Dwindling resources? Is the resource imagination? Because it doesn't really sound like we're bound by the laws of reality so far.
No.
The problem could also be that you also stole a car, but that doesn't sound right for that VW bus. I think that bus is all Lori. So what is our problem?
Maybe we just need to get to the party on time.
Yes, and maybe a time limit. You don't want to
Deadline?
miss Mothman. Maybe he's got an important thing tomorrow. Can't party all night.
Gotcha. Right?
Lucille really doesn't want to miss the Mothman party.
Yeah.
He'll hold a grudge against Bert, like if Bert
And-
doesn't show.
Yeah.
The thing about Mothman is he knows exactly when this party needs to end, and so it will not last a second longer. If you miss it, you miss it. He is on a schedule. Is the thing.
Yeah,
For
Bert
those
and
of you-
Mothman go back like a long time, so
Yeah.
you know.
For those of you not familiar with the Mothman, Mothman was said to have predicted several disasters and is known to see the future and fly around and spook the hell out of people, like most cryptids.
This does make things make more sense. All I knew about Mothman was from Kylan's association.
That's true. Kylan and I may be engaged, but I know that her heart belongs to the Mothman.
As long as you know.
It's okay. I've made my peace. All right, great. So we're on a time limit. We got to find that old Bigfoot with your car because it's got all the gifts inside. You can make it to the party. You've got another car, but the one that had all the presents in it done got stolen. So we got to find it. And so I think we find you all cruising down the road, just in a frantic chase. You keep seeing people on the side of the road, kind of like looking in the direction that you're going, kind of questioning. So you can't be too far behind Bigfoot. They just seem really confused, and that seems like a thing that would happen if Bigfoot had just come by. So you're hot on his tail. But what is everybody currently doing to aid this process as you're on the road?
Can I just say, as a character thing I just thought of, I don't think Bert would be very good at being in a car. So I think he's probably like standing in the middle. Like other people are in the front seats, he's like standing behind the front seats, one hand on each one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like your options are
Like
pretty
really
limited
crouched down.
at Bert's size, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, what's everybody else working on because you're chasing him down? What's everybody doing to help find Bigfoot?
So I'm driving,
Makes sense.
but not like overly fast. I'm making time on him. I'm catching up to him because of just the knowing like where to like go in between lanes and cars and stuff.
Using Seeing into the Beyond, it sounds like.
Crystal power. You know that there's a bunch of crystals hanging from that rear view mirror.
That's right.
Definitely.
I claimed Bigfoot knowledge earlier. Can I say that I'm using sort of intuition as to where Bigfoot might go to aid directions?
Okay, great. What is Lucille doing?
So Lucille has a tape recorder right now. And she has it clicked on and the light's blinking and it's red. And she is currently taking an account of what has happened so far because she knows that this is going to get her on the front page of the paper. This wacky escapade she's gotten herself into. So she is narrating. She's like, "I'm Lucille Beacon here for the Light and Champion. It seems we are in pursuit of a man who is dressed as Bigfoot, who appears to have stolen our car with all of our Christmas presents inside. Now, it is imperative that we get those back because we are on our way to a very important engagement that we cannot miss. And, I just don't want to... The guest to honor is none other than the Mothman, and who is just the most amazing, dreamiest cryptid I've ever seen." and then she goes off on a little side tangent about how beautiful and wonderful the Mothman is.
What would that sound like?
Just if you guys aren't in Kylan's Discord, go find it. You can find plenty of examples of that. Also, I love this narrative. I love this narrative that we've created that the Mothman is real, but Bigfoot is a dude in a suit.
Oh, Lucille doesn't believe in Bigfoot. She thinks Bigfoot's the easiest cryptid to fake.
Okay.
But the
Perfect.
Mothman is the real deal.
Perfect. And what is Ellie doing?
I think she's probably in the passenger seat, just kind of like leaned out the window, and anyone that we pass that has their window down or is like standing outside, she's just kind of like trying to be like, that way, like, because I can tell that everyone's looking. I want to see if I can get more information exactly from people on like what the scene is.
All right, great. So you're trying to do this. You're trying to follow along. Everybody needs to roll a d6 now, and we have to figure out who's the weak link, who causes our wacky problem for this leg of our journey.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So do we get any prepared or expert stuff?
Nope. It's just 1d6 to get the ball rolling.
This is gonna go well.
4.
I rolled a 1. I can't remember if that's good or not.
Okay, so here it's whoever has the lowest number, it causes the problem.
Oh.
So we've got 2
Oh,
ones.
no.
I think we can make this work. I like that both of you are the problem here.
I'm always the problem.
So yeah, Bert, you're back here. You're leaned on these seats, and how did you say 6'8"? Was that the height we went with?
I said 6'8".
6'8", and I imagine not like a very lean 6'8". I imagine a very
You're not too
muscular
far from 6'8" wide. The shoulders either, probably.
Great, yeah. So yeah, Laura, you're driving, and those crystals are guiding you, but one of them, it catches in the sun, and you get a little distracted for a sec, and you're not quite focused on the road, and you don't see that huge pothole. It's a U.S. highway. Just pick one. There's a pothole, right? And you don't see it, and poor Bert, there's a lot of weight there. And so when it lurches to the side, when Bert lurches and all of his mass lurches to the side with him, he hits the side of that van and the whole thing just starts tumbling.
Oh no.
Not my van.
All right.
Oh lordy!
Not my precious van.
I'm
And
wildly
the whole,
trying to collect all my cassette tapes and the crystals and just make sure stuff isn't flying everywhere. It's thin.
All right, so what's everybody doing to solve this problem now that your VW bus is just tumbling down apparently some hill?
I think
Do the VW vans have like the sliding door? Or do they have like? I
I
don't
think they had
remember
like
the
one
back-
in the. I think they just had like
they
the
had, like, a
front
big-
two,
Yeah.
and then
And then, like, a
the
trunk.
two in the back, and then the
Mhm.
yeah. I could look it up
Google?
with the power of Google.
Good old
VW
Google.
bus is very short to type. Looks like we've got, so you've got doors that go into like the front cab, and then you have a second door, or like a third, well, I guess it would be a third door behind the passenger door that opens up into the back, and then you've got your double doors in the back of the bus.
I mean, I have an idea to bail, but do we have anything in the vehicle that maybe could
Stop it from
Help.
rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling down a hill. That seems a little difficult.
I don't know. Calmly, because I am the driver. I'm wise. I don't think this is how physics work. But as we roll, I pitch the wheel, the steering wheel, to
Yep.
the side to try and like dig the wheels a certain way
Sure,
to make us stop rolling.
that's how physics works.
Try and turn it so it can't roll like that. As
Oh,
well.
at the
Yeah,
same
that's-
Okay.
time, can I like maybe get Bert like pull or try to help direct and get his like weight to be a counterbalance? Like
Right,
get him
okay.
to a spot to-
Yeah.
Would follow
Cool.
those suggestions.
Yeah,
And I was
so
going to say, when we've stopped, he'll use his mildly inhuman strength to right the van again.
okay, perfect. So let's get this van to stop tumbling first. So we've got Ellie who's helping, which means that Lori, you'll get an extra die.
Okay.
So whenever you do anything, just for trying, you get 1d6. Are you prepared for this? Do you think Lori's prepared for her van to go tumbling?
I mean, I feel it's just like she's ready for anything. But I won't take the extra die.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you
that's
do
fine.
get an extra die since you're the driver, which means you're the expert on driving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a total of 3 dice. So give those a roll. And it seems like you're being patient. You're being careful. You're making the right
trying to be.
movements. So you got to roll
Yeah.
under your number.
Okay, I rolled a 1, a 5, and a 2.
Okay, how many of those are
And
under
my number
your
is
number?
a 4.
Your number's
One.
a 4. Okay, so
Well, I guess 2 if one is
right.
is
So
one
that's
always a
2
fail.
6. Yeah. No. There's no like
Yeah.
crit fails or anything like that. So 1 and a 2. That's 2 successes, which means you did the thing. You did it
I
well.
did it.
Hey, we did a thing.
Hey.
We have
Between
succeeded.
between Ellie calling upon perhaps her own superhuman strength to launch Bert at one wall of this, and Lori cutting that wheel just right, the van kind of tumbles. It lands, thankfully, on the driver's side, which means you still have doors to get out of. But you've managed to stop this van from tumbling. So what do you all want to do?
Pull out my insurance card
Okay.
from the front, the dash area.
In the glove box, you got your little...
Yeah, and just kind of push people out of the way to grab all the things that have fallen, just to get my insurance card.
Yeah.
It's wise to have insurance, people.
That's right. That's right. It's so wise. And Bert, you said you were gonna try to flip this thing back over.
Yeah, I was going to try and like write it, and maybe if it's been dented, just like bend it back into shape. That sort of thing.
Well, I
It's
think
solid metal.
I think you get at least 2 dice because you're definitely an expert at strong things, being 6'8" and apparently very brawny. Are you prepared to fix a car? To kind of pull out dents and stuff like that?
It doesn't seem like you need that much like effort to be prepared. It's just prepared to do physical work.
I think my question is: has this happened to Bert before? Have you inadvertently dented a motor vehicle or caused it to go spinning?
I will say I think he has probably walked across the road without checking before, been hit, dented the vehicle, and then gone and undented the vehicle for that person.
Okay, great. All right, so I'll give you 3 dice on that.
That's a normal thing to have had happen to a normal person.
And I think this is like a. Are you doing? Is this a patient or reckless?
This feels patient.
It does feel. It feels like you're like, okay, well let's tip it back over.
Just
let's
take a
pull
look
the
around, be
dents
like,
out.
okay, bends it back into shape, takes another look around, pushes that bit in of like the solid metal. Right. 1, a 2, and a 4, and I had decided that my number was very slightly patient, which I can't remember which way around that is. I'd said a 4.
4. Okay.
Yes.
So if you roll your number exactly, that's any of the dice, right?
I guess so.
I'm gonna assume it is. That's what we're gonna go with.
If you roll your number on the dice, so if you roll a 4 and your number is 4, then that counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So gotcha. So you get to then ask me a question and I'll answer honestly. You get a special insight into what's going on. It says you roll a happy birthday. We're going to call it a Merry Christmas.
Happy holiday.
Then, seeing as we have lost the trail and potentially it's now going to be harder to find Bigfoot, I'd say as part of his Bigfoot knowledge, roughly where might Bigfoot be wanting to go?
Yeah. So you know Bigfoot. You're knowledgeable about Bigfoot. You're kind of familiar with Bigfoot's buds, with like who Bigfoot hangs out with. Totally not you, but I'm sure you know who Bigfoot hangs out with. And you know that there's somebody in the neighborhood that Bigfoot knows. You know that if you go ask them, they just might know where Bigfoot is, or at least where they were headed. And that's your old pal Chupacabras, or Chewy, as he prefers to be called, old Chewy. You know Chewy's not too far from here.
Okay.
And so, in addition, you got 2 successes. You also got 2 successes, so you can go ahead and just
wait. Doesn't it say to re-roll the one that rolls your number
if you want to change your action?
No.
Yeah, so you can change your action if you want, and then roll the whole thing again. I think that's what it reads as to me, but
yeah.
But yeah, that's still 2 dice succeeding. So Bert sort of climbs out, probably out of the double doors in the back. That front door is just a little bit of a squeeze, and then just very, very leisurely, just pushes the van over and pops some dents out in the door.
Is this the sort of van that will have the thing on the roof that just goes straight up as a sunroof thing?
I think it had like the little pop out sort of deal.
Okay, so I was going to say when it like comes to the stop on the side, his head's going to be out of that probably.
Yeah. Perfect. And so and as you sort of like finish pulling the dents out, you look and you see that there's a road sign. That's it's a town. The geography about this is going to get a little weird, but it's a town. It's a town out in New Mexico, and you just know that Chewy has been holed up there for a hot minute. It's not too far from Roswell. He's got some buds who live in Roswell. He wanted to stay close, so you know that Chewy's out here and only Mexico. And so you have the idea that, hey, maybe we could ask him.
Okay. So
Um,
I'll direct people there after if people have any other things they want to do.
do you think now would be a good time to do a giveaway?
Sure.
Okay,
Let's go. Let's do it.
let's
Let's
do,
give some shit away.
do that. So we're going to start a giveaway. If you want, it's going to be for a $10 Found Familiar gift card, Found Familiar coffee gift card. And you can enter 12 days into the chat, so 12DAYS. And we'll just let that run for a little bit. And it should be going now-ish. It
Is
went.
there a
Yep.
space between 12 days?
Nope,
No.
just one,
Okay.
Just all
one
one.
full word.
It's also in the like,
Yeah,
little
like you
raffle
did.
thing, so you can copy and paste. if
There we
that's
go. We've got lots of people.
Ah.
Excellent.
No, hey, listen, I'm
I know
here.
it's valid. I
Get
was
it,
just saying-
Colin.
We just
I mean, I'm
got
entering the super
coffee.
giant thing at the end. Oh,
I
wait, no,
mean,
is that the
it's not like it's going to expire, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't hate the player
Yeah.
or the
and s-
game.
And so I think while
No
that
hate.
runs,
Mm-hmm.
you all, is there any sort of like discussion about going to visit Chewie, or is everybody pretty much on board? What does Lucille have to think about chupacabras? Lucille here seems to be a somewhat of a cryptid expert, knowing that Bigfoot is totally fake, but Mothman is real. So I want to get that insight.
Right, so chupacabras, that's what happens when you feed your livestock genetically modified corn. I hear that it gives you all sorts of like crazy, like, you know, they get real big and muscly and a little feral. So really that's just all it is, just some genetically modified goats.
Perfect.
I
That sounds.
think
How are they gonna talk to us and tell us stuff?
Well, I think the whatever they did to modify the corn, I think it messes with the part of your brain that allows you to. It might have made them capable of human speech, perhaps. I have never met a chupacabra, but I would love the opportunity to meet one and report on one.
I buy it 100%. I think that's exactly what we're about to meet.
I love this explanation.
how's that sound to you, Bert?
Genetic modified goats.
I'm just making sure that
we've known each other a while. It's you just meet people.
You just meet people.
Yeah.
meet people.
You live such an interesting life, Bert. Just the people that you know and meet. It's just wild. Thank you so much again for letting us tag along to this party. I am just pleased as punch.
I'm just a regular, normal human. Thank you.
I mean, you say that so often, you don't need to.
I'm convinced. You remind me enough that nothing else could be nothing
Yeah.
else.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would say that your energy is positively human.
Mhm.
Exactly. I try. Not that I need to, but I do.
I'm gonna let the giveaway run for 1 more minute if anyone wants to enter into that giveaway.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
did-
once someone wins,
Hey,
then we're just gonna be at Chewie's house. Which is how
His
it
house.
works. Only your victory can take us to the next scene of this role playing game.
Oh no, we put it behind the giveaway wall.
Oh
That's right.
no!
That's right.
Oh
I
dang.
will say this
Someone bear witness.
also. So it's $20 to win our end of night gift or end of night giveaway, and right now we are at $930. So we are at $70 away from 1,000.
Whoa.
It would be really cool if we could hit that tonight, but no pressure on anyone.
I think it's
The
doable.
$10 thing for Legend Keeper, if I remember right.
Yep, and that is very true. Thank you, Dom. If you donate $10 through till to 5, you get a beta access key to Legend Keeper, which is something a lot of us use, and almost everyone that runs a game on HSG uses. It's fantastic. It's It's, I don't know, all the words. It's really great. We love it.
It's good.
It's good. It's like a wiki plus like maps, like Google Maps, but you can put your own map in there, and so it's probably more useful for a role-playing game than Google Maps would be.
The maps is the best because then you can nest a map in a map and then in a map, and there. Oh my God, I can see the
maps all the
world
way
and the
down.
town and this house.
all the way.
The
And
organization part happy.
It's one of those things where if you
Mike, the perfect tool for managing your RPG campaign or creative writing project. You're so correct. All right, I'm going to close entries on this now that we've
shilled for Legend Keeper too.
Pick winner. Nom de Soul is the winner of our gift card.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Enjoy your coffee.
You will be whispered on Nom de Soul. You'll be whispered by either myself or David to get your deets for that. So congratulations. And now back to your regularly scheduled cryptid campaign.
Criminals. Yeah. And so you guys walk up to the door of one Chupacabras's address. On the mailbox, it says Chewy B. It's just how and it's one of these like it's one of those one-story numbers, like one of those New Mexico style. It's kind of made out of like what is it like the stone, like the adobe kind of thing? Not like the
stucco?
Yeah, stucco maybe. Yeah, but it's like an interesting color. It's like a yellow, like a pale, like pastel yellow kind of deal. And you walk up. Who's gonna ring the doorbell? Who's taking the lead here to talk to Chewy?
I feel like it's got to be his buddy Bert.
Yeah, I think Bert would go up and just knock on the door, like not quite forcefully enough to break it, probably, but he's gonna just like slam on the door pretty hard.
Yeah, and it takes just a few, about 30, 45 seconds, and the door opens, and you see this like pale, like grayish green skin. Like these beady black eyes, and there's like these little kind of like spines that sort of look like hair, but not really. And it's like this hunched figure, probably they might be maybe like 5'5" if they stood up straight, but like hunched, they're closer to about 5'2". So just a really short height, and that was for Kyle in there. He's also 5'2".
Chupacabra, a short king.
Short king, yeah, and like the arms kind of just come up a little bit. He kind of holds them like this. He's like, "Hello."
I think Bert would be like Chewy and just give him like a very big enthusiastic hug.
He gives you,
which is probably going to go badly.
Put me down. Put me down.
He'll put him down eventually.
Yeah. Once you put him down, he says, he's like squinting in the sun. He's like, "What? Bert, what's the news? What's up? Huh? Who's your friends?"
Actually, I think he probably wouldn't. He might not recognize Bert immediately. Actually, but I think Bert would introduce himself. Say it's Bert. It's been a long time. How you doing, my dude?
It's like, I didn't. Did you get glasses?
It happens over time. Happens to the best of us.
Does Bert just look like Bigfoot with glasses on?
No, he looks like a fully regular human.
Okay.
Like he's.
You're telling me that. You're telling me that. I'm just not sure.
So he's wearing probably quite a big coat, gloves, quite long trousers, big boots, and just as for the face, just a very normal human face.
Very normal.
Did Bert steal his own car?
No.
Now that would just be silly.
People say, what do you need? Who are your friends? Are you not going to Mothman's party?
Yeah, we're going to Mothman's party. We're looking forward to seeing you there, I assume.
Yeah, I was gonna hitching a ride with the Roswell folks.
Bigfoot might have stolen our car with our Christmas presents inside.
Ah.
Sorry. Oh, dang. Bigfoot stole our car with our Christmas presents inside.
There you go. Perfect. Just,
Do you have any idea where he might have gone? We might have fallen down a hill.
I think, funnily enough, I think he was also heading to Mothman's party.
Well, that's remarkably convenient.
But I mean, I don't know. Stealing a car, that doesn't, I've been worried about him. That's some erratic behavior now that I think about it.
Yeah, I've been a bit worried about him too. He needs to be sat down and talked to, I think. But
He must be, well, I mean, if he's heading to Mothman's party, he's got to go through Albuquerque.
sure.
I'm sure.
But he'll just be like, yes.
I mean, what is the other one? Not Albuquerque, but Texas?
That's a state.
Sounds about right.
I'm not good with the geography, but look, I'm sure he's
I'm
heading
behind the
east.
fact that neither is Bert.
Wait, Bert, are you saying that you know Bigfoot? It sounded like you just said you know Bigfoot.
No, I just know of Bigfoot.
You also keep saying a lot of years like it's more than a normal human amount of years.
No, just
You
like,
also called yourself a totally
years.
normal human.
I'm starting to
Yes, are
question
you
your
not a totally
total-
normal human? Aren't we all totally normal humans here?
You guys are looking into this just a little too closely. I think Bert's totally above the radar.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of weirdness in my life, and I think Bert is as normal as they come.
Didn't come to Chewie's house here to have my humanity questioned.
That's true.
Wait,
That's
Chewie,
you know what? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Or actually, I guess Lori first. How's the car driving? How's our van?
Well, since Bert fixed it, like pulled out the dents, pulled it away from the wheelbase, it's okay.
okay.
I think it's gonna be okay.
You
It's
mentioned
a little
Roswell
rough,
people,
but-
Chewie.
Yeah.
How did they travel?
They have and you see Chewie kind of look at Bert for a sec. A car?
Yes, a car. As everyone travels in a car.
A motor vehicle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. On the ground?
Where else would you drive a car?
Right, like Bert said, that is where cars drive.
Just thinking it
Right,
would be
yes. That is
just
right,
like-
Chewie, right?
super cool if we could get like a bird's eye view of the scene. We're gonna have a lot of desert to cover.
Have you tried talking to any birds?
No.
well, you see,
They might be-
birds are fake. Birds
Oh.
are government drones. So I wouldn't trust them.
I don't actually trust birds either, and that makes sense on why I don't trust
You
the birds.
might
I
be
knew it was a vibe.
on.
Okay.
You might be onto something there.
You guys hear a commotion down the street. And as you guys have been talking, Chewie has opened the door fully to speak with you all, and you can see that Chewie's wearing a t-shirt. It's a bit of movie memorabilia. It is a movie that maybe some of you are familiar with called Vampires Suck. And specifically, it's got like the teeth and the blood, and then like the vampires is kind of faded away, but the suck is still like really prominent on the shirt. And he kind of looks around the corner, and as you'll follow Chewie's gaze, you see that there is a mob that is formed at the end of the street. Pitchforks, torches, whole nine. And from the smell, you see Chewie says, "Oh shit, it's the goat farmers." He says, "All right, look. All right, guys, I need your help. All right? Y'all help me. I'll take you to Roswell." Does that sound fair?
Okay.
Sure,
All right.
sure.
I need you to get me the
Okay.
hell out of here. They're a little mad. Those goat farmers, they're just a little mad. We're not going to get into why. But they're just a little
Must
mad.
be that corn.
They've been eating the corn themselves.
Look, I'm not responsible for the corn. But look, those goat farmers, they're pissed as hell, all right? And I gotta get the fuck out of here. So are you gonna help me or not?
Oh,
I
well,
learned my lesson on questioning people and their humanity and their reasoning. So yes, let's do it.
I think we owe it to Bert to help you, Chewie. So let's
right.
go get in the van.
Get in the wheels.
Let's go
All
in
right,
the
great. He's like, can somebody, like, if they see me, they might go into a frenzy. So how am I getting to the van? Can you pull it around back? Look, that's a lot of goat
Bert's gonna
farmers. Do you
stand
see
in
how many
between,
goat farmers that is?
Bert's gonna
No.
stand between so you can't see him.
I got this. I got this. You see, I am an investigative journalist, and what I have to do a lot of times is I got to go on the scene in disguise because I've been kicked out many of an establishment for reasons such as Lucille, stop poking your nose around here. So, luckily, I carry some disguises on me. I got some nice wigs. I got nice big trench coats. I got fake glasses. Anything you might need.
Okay. Yeah, Chewie says, like, when you say sticking your nose into places, you notice, like, Chewie sniff and, like, the two little slits on his face where a nose should be, just like, he's like, I'm sure that'll fool him. All right. So, Lucille, would you like to try to disguise Chewie?
I would like to do that.
Okay, so it seems like as a wacky investigator, you would be an expert at disguises. I'll give you that.
I am.
Are you prepared to disguise a creature with no nose and spines for hair?
I briefly did a stint in cosmetology school before I realized that investigative journalism was my true calling. So I have worked with a number of people, models that may not be exactly quite entirely humanish. I'm pretty creative, is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I'll give it to you. 3 dice. Let's roll them up.
Can I give Kylan an extra die by trying to make it so they don't get to look as closely because Bert tries to interpose his giant frame
Absolutely.
at all times.
Yeah.
So is that 4 dice?
That's 4 dice. Yeah. Just
Okay.
roll them
Is this
up.
patient or reckless?
I don't say you have time to be patient here.
Okay.
And
Reckless.
also, this is kind of a long. It feels a little.
All right, let's see. Okay, so my number is 3. I'm pretty in the middle in terms of patient and reckless.
Okay.
And I have gotten 2 successes.
Okay, great. So you do it well. Good job. You did what you set out to do as best as you can. What is Chewie now wearing?
Chewie is wearing he's wearing a baseball cap for the Houston Astros. A nice blonde wig with kind of like a Farrah Fawcett type perm. A Live Laugh Love t-shirt.
Okay. Which was
maybe-
pulled on over the Vampire Suck t-shirt because Chewie's not taking that thing.
And maybe just like a really nice dashing cardigan that accentuates his frame.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so you guys start making your way out to the van, and these goat farmers, they show up. They're not like surrounding the van yet, but they show up and one of them says, "Hey! Where's the chupacabras?"
Chupacabras are made up.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
It's really what happens is when the goats eat genetically modified corn. Have you not read about this on Facebook?
We ain't got internet out at the goat farm. And that, I think that mailbox says chupacabras.
No, it says Chewy B like Chewbacca.
Is that? I didn't. We're looking for the
It's a normal
chupacabras.
human name. It's fine.
I
Okay.
wait for everyone to get like in the car, and then I'm like, "Hey, look, what's that over there? Is that Mothman?"
I think that's
Oops.
Oops.
And then I got it, and then we leave.
All right, great. Yeah. So give me a. I need Lori to roll for me to drive away because you can hear in the distance the sound of tractors
Wow. Okay.
and the telltale screams of goats as they're also revving up.
So 3 dice, 2 dice.
So you are driving, so that makes you an expert, and you get 1 die. Are you prepared to outrun tractors and goats, and the specific road hazards that come along with tractors and goats?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
I've been on a lot of back roads.
I'm just gonna be real nice to see if it just 3 dice. There we go.
Thank you. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so you do it well. Good job. That's on the sheet. Good job. So yeah, you rev the engine, and you can see these tractors. They're coming around the corner at maybe 15 miles per hour. I've gotten stuck behind enough tractors in my life to know that this isn't going to be a significant issue. But it's the goat stampede in front of you that threatens to cause a problem. How do you avoid that goat stampede?
Well, we have to kind of like go up on this like embankment, like this hill, to get around them.
Okay.
Swerving through goats.
Swerve it.
Oh, no.
blare some music that'll just really not be good for animal ears. Pop in like a tape, maybe
What
like
kind of-
rewind it, make it screech or something.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a roll to avoid goats just for funsies. And it sounds like
Taylor hasn't rolled much. Taylor, roll.
Oh, well,
sounds like Ellie. Yeah, okay. So roll for your radio playing.
screeching music.
Roll for
So
anti-ghost music.
so you get 1 die just for trying to do a thing.
Okay.
You get another die if you're prepared, which I think you are. You've got all these cassette tapes just ready to
I've
go.
got like one of those big like briefcases, and I know what every
Mhm.
tape is in it.
And you get another die if you're an expert at the activity that you are attempting.
I don't know if I've tried to shoo crowds of goats before.
Okay.
Maybe just people and no, I don't think she.
All right. We'll stick with 2 dice then.
Yeah, I can't come up with a good reason. Is this reckless or am I patient?
You tell me. Is this something you're doing like, oh man, we got to get rid of these goats, or is this like, goats? Turn up the radio.
I feel like I'm probably really feeding off of the energy of the driving and the getaway, and I'm just like, I gotta match that like reckless energy.
Yeah, there's like an essential oil burner like on the dash, and that is like filling your senses.
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta go, guys. But I
Okay.
had a 3, and I have a 2 and a 3.
Okay, so that means you rolled your number.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can ask me any question, and I will answer it honestly about the situation. Give special insight into this goat fleeing situation.
And then you can use it to change your thing and reroll if you want to.
Ooh, nice. Okay. I guess. Well, do we know with having Chewy with us now? Are we gonna have to deal with these goats and these tractors and all this for future endeavors? Like, is he going to hinder
Right. Yeah.
our partying?
Yeah. So I mean, sounds like you just asked Chewy himself. And Chewy's like, look. I've been here for a while. This happens every so often. Just I get hungry, and sure, ordering lamb from the Mediterranean joint down the street works. I just love them goats. See his eye kind of twitches a little bit as he says it. He's like, I just
Regular human men like Chewie have got to eat. Okay, it's like
I just love them goats. But it only happens when I stay in one place too long.
Okay. We'll get out of there then.
All right. And so then you also have a success, and
Yes.
rolling your numbers kind of like a success. So I think it works out. And the goats, they start just before they were just this organized tide rolling across the road like a river of gray and other colored fur. But then they turn and they get confused, and it turns into just this milling mass of goats that is actually quite easy to drive through because they just kind of avoid you after that. They just don't know what to do. They just don't know what to do with themselves. The sound, however, of the goats is quite difficult to bear for anyone with ears. And so I think you guys might be just a little thrown off by that for a minute. But yeah, and you just rocket out of here, hang a sharp left, and head in a cardinal direction towards Roswell.
Can I ask, Ethan, did you say that there were some of the angry farmers riding the goats, or did I just make that up in my head?
They are now.
Cool.
Yeah. So there was the goat stampede, right, that was in front of you, and then there was the armada of tractors and goat riding farmers behind you. I understand that these are words I'm saying, but it just... But yeah, so you guys start heading towards Roswell. The problem, and as you get closer to, he says, so slight problem, maybe. So my friends in Roswell, they're well, how do I? Their liberty challenged is a way to say
Unjustly detained?
Unjustly detained. That's a good one.
That's so sad.
I felt that one took a bit of a stance, though. I didn't know if you guys were cool like that. But yeah, they're in the base. They're in the government base.
Oh my goodness, that is so horrible. I knew the government was up to something. I just didn't know what.
Yep, they kidnapped them, and they stole their car, and you all know how frustrating that is.
Oh, yeah.
Incredibly.
I can sympathize.
All right.
Well, how are we going to break some friends out of a government facility, or at least their vehicle?
I mean, I figured you all would know. You got me out of that hairy situation back there.
Chewie, do you know, are you on any government lists?
What kind of list?
Like any creepy cryptid list that maybe we could pretend to turn you in and get an in the facility or something?
I have a bit of renown, you could say.
You're popular.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know about popular. I'm extremely unpopular in Puerto Rico. I haven't been there since the 90s. So I've been kicking it out here in the Southwest. I like the tacos.
They are very good.
Good tacos.
Yeah, so I
So
mean,
say again,
you-
dude, that wasn't your fault. The Puerto Rico incident, it happens, but it's okay. It wasn't your fault.
I mean, how was I
long
supposed to
ago was
know?
that Puerto Rico thing? Just curious.
You know,
The 90s, right?
The 90s. So
Yeah.
this is 20 to 30 years ago.
Okay, that's within a human time frame. All right.
It's not the 1890s. No,
No, that would be ridiculous.
that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nobody'd even heard of me then. Look. That sounds like is that something you can handle? Can you?
Oh, I have a way of convincing people of a lot of things they probably should not believe me on. And so does our reporter buddy. She's got lots of facts about a lot of things that I did not know.
Great.
She's a hoot.
And I think there we can. Do we want to take a break now? It's been like hour 15-ish.
Yeah, we can
Or
take a
we
break.
can.
Can
All
do.
right. Cool.
Let's do a break.
And then when we come back from break, we break into Area 51, I guess. But not like the way all them dang old kids didn't do.
We're not gonna Naruto run.
Maybe you will. I'm not going to put you guys in a box.
Sure, he's got some weird posture. That might just be his natural
Yeah.
run, you know.
Got scoliosis.
Who knows?
So before we go to break, we're gonna start up the giveaway machine here in a minute.
Stuff.
For this, excuse me, for this giveaway, we are going to be giving stream keys to a bunch of Supergiant games, all of their games, including their recent release Hades, as well as the original soundtracks for their original 3 games. So I will start that up here in just a second.
That's a many dollars value.
Holy snap.
That's awesome. And is it the same 12 days to enter to win?
Yes, sorry, typing.
Great. That is I don't have the Steam page pulled up. I think all those games are like the older ones might be like $20 a pop normally, I want to say. And like Hades is like what, like 40?
Yeah.
Like
They,
that's big money.
Yeah, I mean, I just bought Hades recently. It was still 60, so.
Yeah, Transistor's like $20.
So it's a deal. It's a steal, guys.
It is a many US dollars value.
Bastion's pretty close.
Mhm.
Yeah,
can't beat it.
That's a big thing.
So it should be going. It's going.
Okay.
Enter 12 days in the chat. 12DAYS to be entered into that. As well, if you donate $20 or more to the Trevor Project through our Tiltify link, then you can be entered in the bigger giveaway for later tonight. So yeah, put 12 days in there, and we'll be back in a few, right, Ethan?
Yeah, how was it like 5? 5 is it 5 or do we need to push to the 10? Whatever preference.
Between 5 and 10. Let's not nail it down. Between
All right.
5 and 10.
At least 5.
Maybe 10.
We'll be back in at least 5 minutes, if not more. All right, bye everybody.
have to wait 5 minutes.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back. Let me cut
That's
this
how we do
music.
it here.
Let me cut this hopefully very royalty-free music. Otherwise, I'm going to be lied to. It says
They
it
wouldn't
right
lie.
in the title, and YouTube's pretty good about marking if stuff belongs to people, and there's nothing on here, so we're good. Hopefully, we're good.
Well, I think it's time to end the giveaway.
Oh.
So we're close. One last second or two. And then the extra pause so that it...
Yes.
Okay, closing entries.
Okay, it's closed.
We're picking a winner.
Hey, Guppy won.
Congratulations!
Yay, Guppy!
Yeah.
You got all them dang old games.
I can't wait to see you stream all of them, Guppy.
Every single
Stop.
one. Every single one you have to stream.
Guppy.
Guppy, I will hit you up in Discord tomorrow or later this week. Just, but congratulations for winning. I will get those codes to you soon. Thank you, everybody. And
Just it's like 17 messages directing you to send it to me.
I am required by HSG standards and limitations to actually message you first. So I don't want to get in trouble with David. You don't want me to get in trouble with David.
It's the integrity of the giveaway. The pact has been sealed. And it's a solstice. You can't just it's a solstice. You can't just like mess around with that kind of stuff on a solstice.
As Rich says,
that is today.
We have standards per Rich. So
we have a standard.
That's right. I almost forgot it was a solstice until it was dark already at like 4 p.m. instead of or whatever it was.
I walked out of my office at like normal time and I was like, oh no.
It's
so
rough.
dark.
So you all pull your slightly beat up VW bus up to the guard post outside of Area 51, which may or may not be near. I think it's near Roswell. It is now. That's where aliens. That's where aliens is. That's where alien adjacent things is.
Yeah, it's the one place.
So you pull up to this guard post, and you are greeted by a military dress wearing individual. Elliot, how have you prepared to sell this? That you all need to be here and get in.
We all need to be here and get in because we have a creepy cryptid watch FBI #1 Chewy in the backseat.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to see if maybe we could get in, maybe have a little chat, maybe get some sort of confirmation for Lucille.
I'm also looking at the stream for everybody's character name. It's great.
It's like, what is it?
Go ahead and give me a roll for this. We'll see how much he buys it. I think you've had time to come up with this. It's not a short drive to Roswell. So
I've talked to Chewy. I've got some of the lists of stuff he's done over the years.
It's a lot of goat related crimes.
Yeah.
Every now and again dabbles into some other livestock, a couple chickens. One time he tells you about this cow, but he had indigestion for weeks after the cow, so he's never gone back. It is all goat ever since.
And I stress to you that there's that mob coming and some crazy genetically modified corn hopped up goats big enough to ride coming this way. We gotta really get on this.
Yeah, and when the wind blows the right way, you can hear the like in the distance.
Here.
I would like to assist if I can.
Okay. Sure.
I would like to stake my credibility as an investigative journalist of the weird and strange and unidentified and creepy to assure that this chupacabra situation is the real deal. Otherwise, I would not be here involved with this project.
Okay, great. I mean, it sounds like you've got an easy 4 dice. Because you're the expert, as we've already established, at making people believe stuff they shouldn't.
Look, I don't even know what I'm saying most of the time, but people buy it.
It's just it's all about the delivery and the confidence.
Yes. Okay, so we were patient about this, right?
I mean, I think so. I think this is you're trying to be calm, cool, and collected.
Okay, thank God, because I got 4 1s.
Oh,
Wow.
so here's the thing. If none of your dice succeed, things go wrong, and then if one of your dice succeeds, you scrape by. It's a mixed success. 2 dice, you do it well. Great job. 3 dice, it's a critical success, and you get a little extra effect. So this military, it's like a young woman.
For 4 dice.
Young woman with like a buzz cut kind of deal. She's like, Can I check in the back of your van? Can I see? I'd like to see it.
Just like slide the door
chupacabras.
open and like pull off his wig and then put his wig back on.
She's like, oh, that is
it's the real deal.
I almost couldn't tell under the wig.
Thank you.
I have Lucille.
Wow. She's like, yeah. I mean, so. Yeah, go on in. Do you need any directions? Like, do you know where you're?
The base. I mean,
yeah.
I think
go on.
Just big doors. Is there a specific? I mean, I know y'all deal with a lot of the creepy and the crawly and whatnot. But we're thinking Chewbacca, Chewie back here has been telling us some stories, and I really feel like he may actually fall more in the extraterrestrial realm. And so I'd really like to kind of maybe talk to those experts in that area.
She says, yeah, the color seems right for like an alien. I mean, officially there's no such thing as aliens, but like, yeah, that seems right to me. So yeah, that's actually going to be in wing C.
Gotcha.
And she points you on that there's like a few like hills, and we're in the realm of fiction here, but there's a few hills with like doors, like one of them labeled A through like G. She's like, yeah, you're gonna want to go to C.
So they picked C for alien.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
they did.
Yeah, they just throughout this and just like trying to be as small as possible.
It's C for C. No aliens here.
I would never think to look there. Y'all are. This is why they pay y'all the big bucks.
Look. This is what we do. We've been here for an appropriate amount of time that you already think.
Everyone's very cagey about timelines in this whole day. I'm gonna just go with it. Thank you so much. We're gonna head on to C and see if we can get this wrapped up.
I see what you did there.
Oh, good.
And she's like, okay, driver, 1 sec. It looks like you got some stress on your axles there. Maybe check the weight. You got a bunch of heavy stuff in there? It seems like you're a little loaded down.
Oh, I'm carrying weights for my exercise class.
Oh.
Like all the barbells. Like,
That-
because you want to be able to work out on the road, you know?
Okay. All right. And she watches as the van passes into the base and kind of turns her head a little bit at the like head poking out of the sunroof. but then is like, nah. Just kind of turns back. But yeah, and so you guys are able to make it into, this this huge like bunker, and it's got these big like double metal doors. And you were given this little like fob to like hang on your mirror. As you get close, the doors just and do the big like dramatic opening. Inside is like this airplane hangar, but with a bunch of really weird looking airplanes in it. Some of them look like a flying saucer, but like a really comical one. But then you notice there's a bunch of stuff under tarps too. That's like a different shape. But all the things you see out look like very stereotypical spaceships. So what do you guys do?
Hey, Chewie, do you know which one of these specifically is your friend's vehicle that we're here to bust out?
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. The last time I was in it, it was kind of looks at Bert for a second. He's like, it was invisible. I didn't really see the outside. We just kind of stepped right up.
Yeah, it's like it's camouflaged. Yeah, like
I hear that they
camouflaged.
have experimental government technology that allows you to refract the light around you to where you blend in with your surroundings.
I think they kind of just there was a button. Well, they had a little remote, and it said outside, and then it said on, and then off.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Mhm.
Are we also
Sorry.
getting your friends out of here?
Yep.
Or Chester V?
Yep. Got to get the friends too. I don't know. I couldn't make heads or tails of that thing. Mostly because I couldn't
Lucille-
see any of it, but
Lucille would like to use her investigative prowess in order to examine the scene, to snoop on the
Okay.
scene, if you will, and
Great.
to get those hot, nasty deets she needs, which is where the heck are these extraterrestrials being stored?
cool.
Kept. Contained.
Yeah. So would you say you're being patient or reckless?
I think this is more of a patient action. This is careful, investigative work.
Sounds good. So are you prepared to look for signs of aliens? If so,
Well,
how are you prepared to look for aliens?
I think she would have, pressed Chewie for deets ahead of time regarding, how tall are they? What do they look like? Blah blah blah. All the telltale signs that she would need to locate said aliens, with an expert witness being Chewie.
Perfect. All right. So that sounds like would you consider yourself an expert on aliens?
Well, I'm an expert at investigating places I
Sure.
shouldn't be at.
Sure. All right. Yeah, that seems fair. 3 dice. Roll
specifically
it up.
only ones you shouldn't be at.
Specifically
You
those.
can't do anything.
Okay, so I want to be under my number. Okay, so that is 1 success.
1 success. Ooh, so you scrape by. There's a complication, a harm, or a cost.
Oh no! Everything
yeah.
was going so smoothly.
So yeah, you're looking around and you're snooping, and you can see that there is a directory on the wall. It's more like arrows, like this way to this thing, because it's a big confusing military complex. They probably got to have signs. And there is definitely a sign that says containment. In quotes. It's even in quotes on the sign.
Well, this seems like the most appropriate place for someone to be contained.
There's only one thing that could be contained in here, right?
Surely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so as you follow the twisting halls, following the containment sign, some of the others are like, break room, generator, electrical. Now I'm just saying Among Us rooms, but cafeteria.
Are there clearly available biscuits in either the break room or the cafeteria?
There are.
But it's going to take one.
Okay.
Stop chewing on it.
And please define for our non-British audience what you mean by biscuit.
Oh no, it gets confusing because if I say cookie, is that different as well? I mean like a sort of small hard chocolate chip cookie is what I had.
Okay, a chocolate chip.
There's that
some
sort of size.
There's some rock hard chocolate chip cookies sitting in the break room. You don't know how long they've been there.
Oh, can I grab a biscuit from the break room as well?
Yep, they also got those Pillsbury Grands. No gravy though.
Dang.
Oh, dang, indeed. But yeah, everyone is able to get the biscuit of the appropriate biscuit of their dialect's choice. There's just so many biscuits around. Is there a third type of biscuit I don't know about? Is there
cat's name is Biscuit. That's the only other one in my life.
Can we have a cat friend now?
Yeah, is there a cat?
Yeah, there's a cat.
Y'all, I think there's something up with Bert. I think he may be. I think he may be.
I thought we were past this.
I think he may be British.
No.
That makes so much more sense. Don't they use a different math? Maybe that's why the years are different.
I think you're right. It's the
You've got me.
metric system.
Numbers are different. Yeah, the metric years. Yeah.
Metric years. That makes more sense.
10 months to a year.
Yeah.
10 days to a month. Yeah.
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 Okay.
And as you guys are chowing down, well, you're trying not to break your teeth as you have these biscuits of various forms. Because who knows? Who knows how long those were sitting there? They could have been sitting there since the 50s.
Actually, but it's just happily like crunching through these like rock hard biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, not phased by it at all.
But you all hear sort of behind you as you guys are making your way up to the door to the containment lab space. Your voice say, hey, wait a minute. Who are you guys? What are you doing here?
I pick up the wig again and put the wig back down.
What was that? Is that?
Oh, we got you an extraterrestrial, and we wanted to, just bring it in, chat, make sure everything's on the level, and warn you about a very angry mob of genetically modified goats that are tracking it.
Not again.
Make sure this one goes with the other one.
We'd like to make sure that they get to be put all back together.
Mm-hmm.
This ET and all the other ETs.
He's missing his friends. That's why he looks like this.
I mean, I only know
Separated.
the one ET. I don't know any others named ET.
Wait, was ET? Different day. It's fine.
Go ahead and give me some rolls to convince this fella to get off your back. Otherwise, he's gonna want to escort you.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You don't want.
Can I assist? Can I?
Yeah, because I'm like proficient in helping out my.
Yeah, I think this is the complication from the. It took a while to figure out where this place was, and we had a detour for biscuits of various forms. So I think in this case, I don't think there's a die here for being prepared because this guy kind of surprised you. And he's not seeming to take the same lines you've been feeding everybody else.
Okay.
And he's kind of disheveled. He looks like maybe he was taking a nap somewhere. And like he's not the best dude to be working on a military base. Like his hair's all grown out. Like maybe they forgot it. I don't know. He doesn't look like he's been under any inspections recently.
Can I offer him my biscuit that I didn't eat because it was so hard?
Yeah, sure. So I think that's 3 dice. Because you're getting some help from your friends. you're an expert at just telling people what they want to hear. So yeah, 3 dice.
Okay, and we're one
Reckless.
under or over? Or reckless, right? 'Cause it's like
Reckless because you're a little surprised, maybe. Maybe
Okay.
it's like yeah, well, you just got to feed him the first thing you're thinking of because you didn't have time to prepare a line.
yeah. Oh my god, guys, I keep getting multiples. This is 3 4s.
3 4s. What is your number?
3.
3. Okay, great. Yeah, so that is a critical success.
So good at this.
He's hearing you and he's like, wait a minute. Is it those goat farmers?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, they're pissed.
Fuck. And he's like, all right, I gotta go round up my buddies. And you see him like run around the corner, and then about like 5 minutes later, you see like 10 dudes just run out. And they've got like, they don't really have any weapons, but they're ready to face those goats. And they just sprint out. So your extra effect here is there's like nobody left in this bunker to give you shit.
Bert very actively does not make eye contact with any of them as they pass.
But yeah, weirdly enough, they don't lock any doors in here. If you're in, you're in. Like, why would you? That'd just take a lot of extra time.
They have a foolproof security system.
Yes.
Area 51, man. Can't get in, can't get out.
Yeah, so you open up the door to containment, and you go in, and there is a very plush and well decorated like living area. And there's a bunch of like these aliens. They're like maybe 4 feet tall, and they're like yellow with these big bug eyes, and they've got like 3 sets of arms and then some legs. And they're like smoking cigarettes, and there's a big ass bottle of tequila on the coffee table around them.
Yes. Y'all ready for Mothman's party?
Yeah, they turn around and say, "Ah, shit, Chewie, you're early." And he's like, He's like, "You guys helping out? You're gonna help old Chewie get to the party?"
Well, actually, we're trying to get to the party, but you see, oh dang, Bigfoot stole our car with our Christmas gifts inside.
Bigfoot? Yeah. Shit. Grand Theft Auto? That's weird. Look, I'm fuck. Y'all, we weren't supposed to leave for like, y'all, I'm gonna have to pop. We're drunk. I don't really know. He takes a big old drag off his cigarette. He's like, we're drunk. We can't drive our spaceship.
Could we drive your spaceship there?
You ever driven a Tesla class Echelon B5 Starcraft?
I can drive anything.
Shit, that was confident. All right. He'll pulls out he's got like a little like thigh pouch or whatever. And he pulls out keys and tosses it, and like a bunch of cigarettes fall out. And he's like, "Oh fuck!" And he's like, "Boys, let's get together. Let's see. Introductions. What's y'all's names?" It'd be rude as hell. I can't let y'all drive my car if I don't know your names.
Lori,
Ellie.
My name is Lucy Beacon. I am an investigative journalist for the.
That's too much. That's too much, man. That's too much. That's too. I can't remember all that.
I can show some of my articles in the car.
Sure, man. If I can see straight, shit. There's about how many of y'all are here? Like 6.
Yes. And then we got Bert. We got Bert with us.
Bert. Shit, dude. What's up?
It seems like y'all are.
But it's still not trying to draw attention to himself in any way. He's like visibly a bit uncomfortable in here in general, and with these aliens. Like he Yeah, they're not quite his people. Let's say.
Yeah, he's like,
So in this case, I think he might actually be like, no, I different, but different.
different. All right. Come on. All right, let's roll. Oh, shit, I forgot. All right, so my name, and y'all are gonna laugh at this. My name's Huey. That's Dewey, and that was Louie, and then he's Greg.
Gotta have a Greg.
Man, we fucked up old Walt's noggin real good back in the day. Shit.
Hey, can I pause this for just a second?
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. We have reached $1,000 to donate to the Trevor Project.
Woo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's only
everybody.
day 3.
This is day 3. We got like
A
9
lot.
more days. 9.
9
Well,
more days to go.
Calendar. Well, the thing I got confused because we got 9 more days of actual plays, but there's more calendar days than that.
There is, because holidays are a thing.
Holidays are a thing, and we can take breaks. But yeah, that's a lot of days. It's good. It's good.
And we got, so thank you, everybody, for your donations to the Trevor Project. Sorry for stopping
That's
the
awesome.
flow. I just
That's
thought that was
okay.
important.
Huey, Dewey, Louie, and
It's a
Greg.
thing worthy of celebration.
Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Greg are just gonna push y'all out the door. They're just stumble behind you. And you hear Chewie kind of talking. He's like, so you guys ditch those suits? And then Huey, who's the one who does the talking for the group, the rest of them just kind of like laugh and giggle. They're real wasted. Huey's like, yeah, man, we're on loan to the government. Can you believe that shit? Like, and Chewie will kind of like, and after that, you guys get up to the big hangar with all the ships. Outside, you hear just a huge ruckus as there is some all-out goat warfare happening just outside the front gates. There are soldiers, and they all have like riot shields. Is about the only thing they can do, and they're just pushing back all these goats. And the farmers, they're just pissed as all hell. They're just like yelling on from the sidelines because they're not going to get involved with the government. But
Was this the Goat Stampede or the Goat Battalion?
it's both.
Okay.
You can see there's some goats with saddles, some goats without saddles, and they're having a real tough time. You can see it's not just those 10 dudes or 11 dudes that ran out. It's like 30, 40 individuals trying to keep all these goats out of Area 51 for whatever reason that they want to be in Area 51.
Goat battalion.
Yep. Goat war never changes. Mike is right. But yeah,
What is it good for?
absolutely nothing.
Don. Oh, Don.
Yeah, he'll stumble around and be like, "Hey, Lori, can you hit the old the clicker for me?"
Sure, of course.
And you look, and sure enough, it looks like it belongs to like a 98, like Corolla, just a little old, like the old ass little clickers for the locks, like not the new ones with like the key built in. No, it's old. I don't even 98 might be too old now to think about it. Maybe not.
My 2000 clicker.
Yeah.
It was one of those old ones. So it's classic.
Yeah. So then you click it and you see under one of those sheets this really small looking vehicle. You see some like headlights light up, go down, and then you stumble over and like trips and pulls the sheet off, and it is a 1-to-1 recreation of Mickey Mouse's car. Like it's all decked out in like mouse memorabilia. Just a ton of copyrighted shit that I can't describe in any greater detail than that. And he's like, "Oh man, I guess it has been a while, huh?" And then he'll like hop in, and he'll like open the glove box instead of like in a regular glove box. There's just this like computer interface, and he uses like 4 of his arms to like type around on it a bunch. And then you can see the whole thing just turns invisible except for Huey. And then he like climbs up a little ladder that you can't see and then hops down. He's like, all right, we should be good to go.
How do I get in?
Oh, you just and then he'll like bump his elbow on some shit you can't see. And you hear like jump, like something fall, and he's like, you just walk up this ramp. And then he just walks up and then disappears.
Absolute hands and knees, just trying to feel it.
Start going up the ramp.
Yeah. So yeah, as you all pile into this UFO, you walk up the ramp, and then eventually, like, the rest of the hangar disappears. You can see it all. You can't even see what you're walking on until you get up inside, and then you can see there's this like futuristic. There's like computers everywhere, just like the keyboards and the screens, all in a bunch of like glyphs. Not a language that you can parse out, unfortunately. And he's like, yeah, so if you go over, that's the command chair.
All right.
Somebody's got to work the like navigation. And somebody's got to like stay on the comms, or else we'll get in trouble with the Galactic Federation. And we need just a real big feller to like, he's got to like pump the engine, get it going.
It's got like a crank to start
Like
it.
the battery's dead. You gotta. This thing's been sitting here for. What was that? Was
Little
that,
hamster wheel.
was that the
I was going to say
Disney
it's an
car?
exercise bike.
Yeah, if that was a Disney car, shit, it's been since like the 50s. So
Dang.
so yeah, if y'all could just, if we can just
Okay.
get this thing going, and yeah. So if people want to tell how they're working on, I think we're gonna do this as the like going on a road trip style roll. So everybody just rolls a d6, and then whoever rolls the lowest. I forgot earlier that the person who rolls highest gets a nice thing. They just get something nice to help them. So whoever rolls highest will get a little bonus.
Okay.
I guess I can help with navigation. Me and Lori have probably gone on lots of road trips together, and I just deal with the music and look at maps
Mm-hmm.
while she drives.
And I guess I'll do the command part of the
Yeah,
driving.
you got to sit in the pilot's chair.
That is what I do then. Yes.
I'll go crank the engine. All these like human sports I've done mean I think I can do this.
Mm.
On a spaceship.
It'll be fine.
Well, I'm pretty friendly. I got that good Southern raisin, and I know how to talk up a storm on the phone. So I can certainly be in charge of communications.
Yeah, let's get Lucille on the horn with the Galactic Federation.
Mhm.
So everybody roll 1d6 for me.
Ooh, 5.
3.
3, 5.
Oh,
Oh.
seems I maybe didn't have quite a good enough ability to turn this engine as I thought.
Okay. So if Kyle and Taylor, could you guys roll off for me? We'll figure out who gets the goodie.
I got 3.
Okay. So it looks like our navigation is going to be on point. Yeah. So great. So everything's ready to go. Huey gives you, Lori, gives you this like old. It looks like a is it the Virtual Boy, that like red like visor thing from Nintendo back in the day? Gives you one of those. He's like, just put this on. It's just you pilot with your mind, man. And then Dewey hands him the bottle of tequila, and he takes a big swig out of it. And I think this is where we'll introduce our prop, because I think we'll hit the Galactic Federation in a bit. But Bert, they're all ready to go, and Laura, you hit the gas with your brain, because that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And the thing, you just hear this horrible scraping sound as the thing's just like dragging itself along the shaft. And we see Bert back in the engine room, just like trying to turn it. And he gets it like once, twice. You can't quite get it that third time. But so you're just like dragging bottom along the road. So you're not going to get too high off the ground. But other than that, this thing cruises on and you guys bust out of the front gate. Just sending goats and military individuals and farmers just flying. They just, they all just get like pushed out of the way. No idea what happened to him because the whole thing's invisible.
It's invisible.
Um,
We just start plowing through the goats.
Just some weird thing. Weird
you're
occurrence.
just the meh kind of deal. It's like a goat like rolls over the top of the vehicle. And so then you guys hear a little like and it's a language that you can't understand, and then you hear like a couple more languages, and you finally hear are there humans on this channel?
Hello, this is what's the name of this vessel?
Oh fuck, I forgot.
This is the oh fuck I forgot. Paging into Galactic Federation. We are trying to get clearance to fly in this space territory.
All right, vessel. Oh fuck, I forgot. Wait, that's not what we have on. Is this Huey's ship?
Yes, it is.
No, okay. Well, this is Galactic Federation Officer Efron. And I was actually calling about that airspace question. It seems that your vehicle has not left the ground. Is there a problem?
Well, it appears you may be correct. Excuse me 1 second. I'm just gonna put you on hold real quick. Bert, is there a problem back there?
No, everything's fine. Doing my best. Trying.
According to our engine guy, everything's fine, so I don't get what the issue is.
All right, you mind patch me into the ship's PA?
Oh, yeah,
I'm here to provide roadside assistance.
Oh, sir. Oh, OnStar. Okay.
No, that is InStars.
Oh, InStars. Gotcha. All right.
That's right. I'm the InStars liaison.
Brand.
Well, OnStar, if you were on a star, you would burn up.
He has a point. They have a point.
No.
Yeah. All right, just patch me in. All right, look. Listen. Who am I speaking to in the engine?
This would be Bert.
Bert. What are you dealing with here?
A lot of friction. It seems. It's just.
A lot of.
I'm doing my best.
How many times did you turn the engine rudder?
I must have done it at least 3 times now.
At least 3 times. What class starship is this?
Guys, what class starship is this?
Ah, shit, I don't know.
Omega,
was like, shit, I don't know.
Beta. Omega, Beta, Eclipse.
It's a Mickey
02.
Mouse car.
Mickey Mouse car. Shit. All right. Well. All right. If that's a echelon class freighter, then you're gonna need to turn that drive shaft about 6 more times. Can you handle that, Bert?
Sure. Yep. It might take a little bit of time, but we've got it.
Look, if you can't do that, all you got to do is hit 88 miles per hour. That's fast enough to kickstart the engine.
Okay. Bert is gonna decide that maybe he's got to give up on this. He tried his best, but he could not. He was not quite strong enough, and he's gonna hop out of the bottom of the spaceship, and like just push it and run as hard as he can to
Okay.
give it a boost.
Great. Yeah, and you hear the voice of Galactic Federation officer Efron come over and says, "Am I now speaking to the pilot?"
This is the pilot, Lori.
All right, look.
Your service.
Here at Instars, we're all in this together. So I'm gonna
Okay.
need you to assist your engine. It seems from the ship's readings that he is now outside of the vessel pushing. So we're gonna need you to do some swift piloting to help get this together.
That sounds like a totally human thing to do.
Yeah. So Bert, I think you're a little reckless here, pushing
Little bit.
the invisible spaceship down there. Everybody else is just watching this very large man running with arms outstretched down the highway.
And just goats flying away like 20 feet in front of him.
Yeah, and you can see, like, as you look back down the highway, there's just a huge, like, 2-foot deep, like, gash in the highway. So you're just dragging this thing along. So yeah, it looks like Lori's helping to drive, of course, being the pilot. So go ahead and give me a reckless roll. I don't know that you're.
3, then? Am I an
Clear-
expert in pushing heavy things? I feel like
so.
he is.
You're brawny.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
brawny, and you're an athlete as
Earlier
well.
before. Yeah.
Football players push heavy things.
Yeah, and
As
Bert plays
practice.
regular human American football all the time. Oh wait, we said it was British. He plays rugby.
Sure.
I'm
That's the same
remembering
thing.
canon here.
It's the same thing, just without the protective equipment.
Oh no.
What
was-
does that mean?
That meant none of the dice succeeded.
Oh no!
Oh,
It goes wrong.
okay.
It goes wrong. Yeah. So Bert, you're pushing with all your might. I think it goes wrong, but it goes wrong. We got to move. This thing's got to get moved. I don't think your problem is pushing the ship. I think your problem is getting back into the ship once it is moving at 88 miles per hour. Because though you are large, I don't think you're quite that fast. And so as you're pushing, the ship starts to pick up speed faster than you were pushing. And you can't see it because it's invisible. But as it continues to pick up speed, you find purchase on something. You don't know. As the ship picks up off of the ground and begins to rise into the air.
To the ship as it moves forward, sort of thing.
Yes. And so now the people
Farmers think they're flying.
the people on the road, there's like the farmers, the military folks, everybody that is in this like all-out total war with goats that is still going on. They see a human man running with one
most
arm
human.
up like this, take off into the sky.
Yeah.
And
In New Mexico.
and you see them stop and they look and they say, "Holy shit, that was Clark Kent." Is Clark Kent
This well-known
Superman?
human man, Clark Kent.
Is Clark Kent Superman? You see, they're just watching in amazement. So now we have Bert
Yeah.
hanging from a ship that is invisible, flying now, rising into the clouds.
This is
How are
fine.
how are you guys going to get Bert inside the ship?
So, I mean, it could be a stretch, but hey, who knows? Since I was able to somehow, yeah, exactly. Since I was able to somehow wrestle his weight inside of a crashing car, do you think there is some way I could help wrestle his weight up this ramp? Like if I like lean down.
Yeah. So here's the thing: you got a little something extra earlier because
Oh, that's right.
you rolled the best on your navigation, and you see that part of the navigation officer's kit is a grav belt. And Huey looks at you and he says, "Oh yeah, just put that on. That helps us get around the ship when things get a little funky." I think it's a little funky, personally. And you seem like, yeah, it's a little funky. And the ship's kind of like, Lori's doing a great job, but Lori's also still following the crystal energies, even flying a spaceship. So it's just kind of going. But you've got this grav belt, and it essentially makes you weightless and allows you to navigate in zero gravity, or navigate in any gravity. I guess that makes more sense. And so yeah, you can use that. Essentially, what that does is that gives you an extra die to your roll.
Awesome. Yeah, I think then, what I want to do is I want to grab that, and I want to just like myself without it, just kind of like go over to the ramp, kind of lay down, reach, and I want to like slap bracelet it on his completely normal human sized wrist, which is probably belt size. So
Yeah, you
he
get
is
on the
kind of
forearm and
weightless,
it's
and I
like,
can just throw him in behind.
Great. Yeah. So, we'll call that. Well, so that item would mean you're. Well, I don't know. I think it's 2 dice. I think probably one for trying it, and then an extra one for your grab belt. Would you say you're being patient or reckless?
I mean, it's a reckless thing, but I feel like I'm, especially just flying above air, I'm probably being very sure-footed and just being like,
Yeah,
"Look,
and you
hold
took the time to put the grab belt on, so if he falls,
It feels like
you
a
just
patient
float.
of the sort of solutions there might be to this problem.
Right.
It
exactly."
feels like a patient sort of solution.
The safest possible way.
So go ahead and roll your 2 dice.
1 and then a 3, and 3 is my number.
So you get your number, so you get to ask me a question.
Did we have an idea of where Bigfoot was going? No, we just knew Chewie knew something. That was our last big question, right? And then he sent us to the aliens.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
did we know that Bigfoot was going to the
Bigfoot's
party?
also going to
That's what I
Mothman's
asked.
party.
And we know, okay, that's right.
Which you know is taking place at Mothman's pad in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Of course it is. I think I want to know, from just the vibes I'm getting from everyone talking, why is it so odd, or why maybe would Bigfoot have stolen a car? Everyone thinks it's very weird that Bigfoot would go to those extremes.
Yeah. So the thing that everybody knows about Bigfoot, everybody you've talked to, and you get this as you're like pulling Bert in. You guys have had time to just sit and chat as you're just flying over the ground at speeds that airplanes don't go. So you'll make it. It seems like you'll make it to Mothman's party. You know, Bigfoot's just such a nice kid. That's what they'll say. Just such a chill dude. Likes to read. Likes to play video games. Likes to take long walks outside. Never committed a crime in his Bigfooted life. Mm-hmm. So it's just strange that Bigfoot would steal a car.
I feel like you get a lot of this information from both and being like, from what I've heard, the things that you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a real mild-mannered kid.
Something's going on with Bigfoot, guys, and I'm starting to feel for him. Maybe he should keep my tapes. I was selfish. I made them for myself, but I think they'll really make him feel better.
Maybe he's just acting out because he doesn't feel loved enough. Maybe.
I still think that Bigfoot is just a man in a costume. Honestly, out of all the cryptids, Bigfoot is the easiest one to fake. I mean, have you seen the picture?
I mean, that could make someone feel pretty upset too, though, if they feel like they have to hide in a costume.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't have to.
Don't believe they are who they are and think they're someone dressing up in a costume as themselves. That might also be upsetting.
That is oddly specific.
I feel like that could get to a Bigfoot, but
You just gotta go with the flow and be who you want to be.
Yeah.
Take your life, and just do what you want. Follow the energies like we're doing now.
My new goal is to find Bigfoot and just make him feel better.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he has friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to get my present back because I actually spent quite a lot of money on that at Earthbound. So if we can retrieve the present, because I had my eye on giving it to someone special. So if we can get the presents back too, I would like that as well.
True.
True. Yeah. That you bring up a good point. Lucy, you bring up a good point.
Yeah.
Bert, how you feeling, bud? You just had a near-death experience, and you look like something's really hitting you.
I think
we're all friends here.
Well, I must say I'm quite shaken by that. I'm very sure that no human could have survived that fall. That would have gone very badly had you not rescued me. So I greatly appreciate that. And just I'm worried about Bigfoot now. Like after all we've been saying, people are making good points. We need to find him.
Well,
We'll find
we got Huey, Dewey, Louie, Greg's ship. Seems like the quickest way to Point Pleasant.
Yeah.
To the other side of the United States.
I can't believe we were going to drive there for tonight. That was crazy.
Hey,
You guys were on a pretty tight schedule.
Yeah.
That was our big problem was time.
Maybe this is all for the best. Now we actually get to go to the party because we can make it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so yeah, you guys go on for it doesn't take you very long. It takes you like maybe an hour. The sun's starting to hang a little low in the sky. When you see it, you see the car that has all your Christmas presents inside. So what does this car look like? Because it's not the bus. Whose car got stolen?
Oh, I definitely just ride with Lori, so maybe one of y'all's. She is a cassette player, so.
I'm trying to remember from what we said at the start.
We didn't say anything at the start is the thing.
We all
something just
go to the party together. I assume we must have been, right, if they're all in the same car. So would Laurie have been driving us all then? Being the driver?
No, I think it was someone else.
Yeah, someone else was gonna drive, but then Lori had to drive. Because you guys knew that Lori she'd get there, but it's gonna be a little weird, so somebody else originally was gonna do some driving.
Like I know we have a big van now, but maybe we had something bigger so Bert could comfortably be in it without his head sticking out. Like maybe we had a Greyhound type, or an RV. Maybe just had like a big RV that you could just like relax in.
Yeah,
because we were going a long ways.
Yeah, so you see that sick Winnebago making its way down the highway, and you can see through like the sunroof or whatever. You can see the glint of the wrapping paper and all the presents piled up. And yeah, it's driving a little recklessly and very quickly down the highway. And you can see that now what was desert just maybe like an hour ago is now just pine forests and foothills. As you're probably somewhere in like Tennessee or some shit.
I want to fly the UFO over top the car or the Winnebago and pull one of the classic, just kind of beam up in the like cone of light, beam the levitate it off the ground into the UFO.
Okay, so I don't want to say you're prepared for this or an expert in tractor beams.
Don't think I am. Nope.
Okay, so that's
Do you
one
have
die.
Do you have Huey, who might be able to help though?
That's right.
Maybe.
Or one of you guys has to help. If one of you guys can convince Huey, even better. So
I mean, I'm navigating. Maybe I could when you have the claw machine and you have your friends stand
Right.
on the side to give you another viewpoint.
Perfect.
Left,
Yeah.
left.
That's it. No, a little more left.
Perfect. So that's 2 dice.
Okay. And
Um,
it's reckless, I assume.
it feels a little reckless.
Feels reckless to me.
But I mean, you got somebody guiding you, right? And you're kind of like doing the like little bit to the left, little bit to the. You're doing the thing. I think I could see patient as well if you want to go that way.
Okay, we'll go patient. I got a 2.
2.
And 4 is my number.
Okay.
Hey.
So
What else
one
did?
success.
Okay, 1
6.
success. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I mean, either way we would have gone, you would have got 1 success. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, 1 success means you scrape by. The gem inflicts a complication, harm, or cost.
You said you got your number too, right?
No, I got under it. 4 is my number.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this tractor beam turns on, and you're still not really sure what the shape of this ship is. And so as it goes to pick up that Winnebago in this big tractor beam, you can see it kind of start to tilt forward as only about 3/4 of it is in the tractor beam. And as it's picking up, you can see a really furry face, like looking out one of the windows. He's turning around, looking at the driver's seat a bunch. And as this tractor beam goes, you can see the furry figure of Bigfoot kind of pops open the back door and jumps out into the tractor beam. And the tractor beam, having a new target, then pulls Bigfoot in but drops the Winnebago, which then swerves and flies off down the road. And then in the cargo bay now, you have Bigfoot.
I was going to say, Bert,
The driver. I'm following the car.
Bigfoot and pull him in as soon as possible.
Yeah. And as you
I'll follow the Winnebago. Yeah.
Yeah, and you keep over the Winnebago, which suddenly starts to pick up a lot of speed. Like it is now going significantly faster than it was with Bigfoot inside. But yeah, as you pull Bigfoot in, he says, "Oh man, sorry about that. Are y'all good?"
Are
Bigfoot,
you good?
I have some
Bigfoot?
questions for you. Turns on the tape recorder.
Yeah, are y'all good? What are your questions?
Are you okay? Like Ellie asked.
I've been better. Not gonna lie. Old JD really got me up into some bullshit this time.
Who?
You know JD?
I'm not familiar. Bert? Do you
Bert
know?
Bert is actively waiting for people to finish so he can talk to Bigfoot separately. He has separated himself and is just looking on worriedly, sort of seeing what people are going to say.
Is this unidentified suspect still within the Winnebago?
Yeah, he's driving. JD, you know Jersey Devil?
I knew it.
No, see, Jersey Devil is also made up. That's just somebody from New Jersey. They just all act like that.
I mean, you'd know better than I would, but yeah, he rolled up on me and he said, I can't do his voice, but he said something about, he needed a car, and because we were supposed to ride together to Mothman's party, but he needed a car, and that we had to go right now, and that one already had presents in it because he forgot to buy a gift.
Oh no, he certainly cannot do that. I specifically picked out that present for the Mothman. He cannot.
Yeah, he said they all looked really good.
Grubby little paws on it. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Yeah, so I
Ellie's
mean,
really pumped. All of a sudden, she's like, "Yeah."
so I mean, yeah. Look, JD made me do it. I didn't want to steal your Winnebago.
Hey, Bigfoot, and I put like my hand on his shoulder. He's probably much taller than me. Like, we get it. We just want to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm fine. You know, I think Dad was right. He is a bad influence.
I think
Howl Jersey Devil.
You have to listen to your parent. It's good to listen to your parents.
I think
Otherwise,
Bert will be like, you really should listen to your father. You should do. And that is his contribution to this.
Well, I mean, he's probably using his Jersey Devil powers to just drive super fast. Can you keep up with him?
oh, I can keep up with him. And then I do that.
All right. While this chase is intensifying, does Bert want to speak with Bigfoot in the engine room?
So Bert would like to take Bigfoot away from the rest of the group. You might still be able to like hear it through a door or something, but he's going to close a door and separate it, and he's going to take his human mask off, and he's just going to be like, son, you can't just go stealing people's cars like that. It's not okay. Like, someone's going to catch you. You're gonna threaten our anonymity. I know you want to go to the party. I know you wanted to bring a present. I know social pressure can be a lot, but you just got to be a bit more careful about these things, son. I understand, but not another time, okay?
Yeah, you see, he looks confused at first. He's like, Dad, are you dressing up as people again?
We can't go letting people like know about us, son. Like, they've got to think we're humans, okay?
Yeah, but that's why we gotta stick to the shadows. Come on, Dad. You can't just be dressing up as people. That's
Son,
so offensive.
I am
That
the
mask.
father in this household. I tell you how this works. Okay, I set the rules.
Look, man, that mask is terrifying. You can't just be wearing. I'm surprised nobody's caught you yet.
You're out here. You're stealing cars. You're criticizing my mask making.
I already done say
I'm not
it was
banning you from going to
JD.
this party.
It was JD, man. It was JD.
If JD told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it?
I mean, we went bungee jumping that one time, but I don't see how that's really relevant to stealing cars.
You always have a smart ass answer, don't you? For everything. There will come a time when you don't have an answer.
Shit. Well, did they know you're Bigfoot?
No, of course that's what the mask was for. They just think I'm a normal human.
And you see Bigfoot Jr., BJ, as he likes to be called to his friends. He looks up and he just gives you a look like a normal human. Is that?
Yeah.
What'd you say your job was?
I said I'd done human sports in the past. I think that's all that came up.
Oh my. Dad, we've talked about this. You can't just be dressing like a human, and you don't know anything about.
You cannot tell me what to do, okay?
You don't even know how to use a computer, man. You don't even know how to use a computer.
You don't need computers, son.
At least look at Wikipedia before you go out and pretend to be a human and look up what like a regular profession is.
I don't need to look at your computers. I've been doing this for like 400 years. I know how to do this.
Just say you're an accountant, man. Nobody's going to ask questions about being an accountant.
Why don't you tell people you're an accountant when you
I do.
disguise yourself as a human next time you're going out, rather than just like stealing a car, not even disguised as a human?
Look, we're going to Mothman's party, all right? And it's chill. You don't have to wear disguises at Mothman's party.
At the party.
All right. Look, I'm telling Mom. I am telling Mom.
Don't you involve Mom in this.
I'm telling her. I know she's visiting her kinfolks or whatever in Arkansas, but I'm gonna tell her.
Son,
Look, I
you
won't
don't need
tell.
to do this.
Are you gonna tell them that you're my dad? Or do I have to
I mean-
pretend like you're a normal human dude or something?
You don't break the disguise now. What do you think I've been working on?
Were you just gonna go to Mothman's party as Bert? Some kind of clown? Magician?
I'd probably take it off when I got to the party, when we were there and hadn't been seen.
All right, ma'am. Your secret's safe with me, but we're gonna have to talk about this when we get home. I'm gonna have to tell Mom about this. This too many times.
We are going to have to talk about this. We really are.
All right, and then and with that, the family foot,
Big feet.
the big feet return to the regular.
I think that what we need after this family meeting is a giveaway for a $10 Found Familiar coffee gift card.
Yeah, let's give away some free
Yes.
shit, I guess.
Well, we all
I just want everybody
Give
at home to
props.
know.
give props.
I think Tom decided this like 10 minutes before we got into the game, and I didn't even know he was Bigfoot's
Something like
dad
that.
until we went to a break. But here we are.
Please enter 12 days into the chat to be part of a raffle for our gift card. Hey, Connie, could you hit us with that sweet information about Found Familiar coffee again?
Oh my gosh. Found Familiar Coffee, if you are not aware, is a lovely, independently owned coffee company that is D&D, TTRPG inspired coffee beans. You got flavors like Face Step, Panache, I'm blanking, Goodberry, like all the cute, funny, cool
Metamagic.
names. Meta Magic, yeah, they get artists from the community to do art for the bags. And they're just super supportive, sponsor a lot of people in the TTRPG and affiliated communities. I think right now they may still be doing their holiday sale. It was supposed to have ended, but it may still be going on. Also, if you want to get 10% off your entire order, I can hook you up with a sweet referral code. Just type in Jabroni, that is Jabroni, into the little
Impressive.
space where you put your coupon codes. You get 10% off your entire order. And if the sale's still going on, which it might be, don't quote me on it for sure, that stacks on top of that. So stacks on stacks on stacks, savings on savings on savings for some good, sweet coffee beans.
It's a wombo combo of holiday cheer.
Terms and limitations may apply. We don't know if the gift card will stack with the discount. So
I mean,
keep that in mind. I don't know. I don't want people.
I mean, that's just so many
Yo.
different ways to save money. That's like 3 different ways to save money on your order.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, this is for everyone, not just the person who wins the gift card.
Yeah.
So if you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
dang,
true.
I wish I would have gotten that gift card. Well, I can still save some money. I'm helping out the people.
Yeah, if
we
you find
appreciate
your
it, Connie.
if you find your car stolen by Bigfoot and you gotta chase him down, you're gonna need that coffee because it's a long
Only
road. Not
to,
every.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
It's like only to meet your son as Bigfoot. Like it's a journey.
Yeah,
You're gonna
you
need
need to be
coffee
you
for
need to
it.
be alert. You need to be alert. Not
Yeah, you
everybody's
need
gonna
the-
have a spaceship.
You need the emotional strength, the mental fortitude when you gotta talk to your son how to be safe on the
Yeah.
road.
That's right.
All right. I am gonna close entries here in a second and pick a winner. Winner chicken dinner is Liz.
Hey, Liz.
Liz Mack.
Yay! Congratulations, Liz.
Liz, I am contractually obligated by High Shelf Gaming to send you a DM, which I will do at some point that is not tonight.
Yeah,
So-
we have to be we're contractually obligated to give the prizes to the winners.
Yeah.
And then you can give them to whoever you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it after that, but we got to give it to you. That's just
Don't make us break the rules.
don't
Yeah.
even- looking at you, the goth ant. Gotta
The
wait.
God man.
You
How
gotta
dare.
wait.
I, for one, am very appreciative of you, Gothy.
I'm appreciative of Gothy too. The extra work and all. Anyway, thank you everyone for participating. We still have the big giveaway at the end of the night. If you donate $20 through the Tiltify project, for the Tiltify link for the Trevor project. And thank you. And now back to our regularly scheduled, whatever the hell this has become.
Well,
show.
now it's like a Jersey Devil chase, I guess. Surprise! Jersey Devil stole your car. I don't know.
Jersey Devil actually stole our car.
Oh dang!
We
It was
got
actually
Christmas
the Jersey
presents and
Devil.
some of our son inside. Some of our sons. Wait.
Oh, shit!
It's some of us. It's not some of the sun.
I mean, if it's Jersey, it's like fuck. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you can't
Forget
really.
about it.
That's bad for selling stuff if you got curse words in the title. Google don't like it, and all the ad people, they just don't like it. But anyway, you all are in a high-speed chase with the Jersey Devil, and you can see this Winnebago is starting to rise off of the road and is leaving just flaming tire tracks as it is just blazing down the highway and is about to take flight.
Oh dang!
So how you guys gonna do? There it is. Yes. So how are you guys gonna deal with this? Now there's a flying Winnebago.
Is it still kind of underneath us?
A little bit.
Yes,
yeah,
how close to it? How close to it? is it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of pulling out ahead though.
There's got to be some parachutes on here, right?
The belt.
So Bert gets the belt and just dives for the Winnebago.
Are y'all gonna try to capture the Winnebago?
Oh, Lucille is pissed.
Oh, shit. The seal's going commando.
I'm just
mode.
gonna keep it.
anyone
I'm
wants
keeping
to
it
come with
steady.
First, if anyone wants to come take the Winnebago back, he's going to ask who's down. Okay, and he's going to grab both of them, one under each arm, and just like leap out towards the Winnebago
Alright.
at 0 G. He just goes in a straight line at it.
Excellent. I don't think anybody's really prepared for airborne 0G shenanigans. Is
Oh, now
Is
I remember
Bert-
that I made myself relatively patient. Oh no.
father well, you can justify it to me if you. Well, no, you can't. No, this is
It's just
reckless,
gonna be
man. You
good.
just dove out of a spaceship towards a flaming Winnebago. That's a little reckless, I think.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Slap an arm to help steer.
But
It's
you're
been an
getting-
emotional night. Okay,
You're getting help from your friends, so that's another die.
this feels like athleticism. I will say.
It does feel a little athletic. So I'll give you that. I'll give you 3 dice on that.
Yeah, 3 die to try and beat a 4.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's a 50% chance that something good will happen.
Sure. I got a 4 and also a 1 and a 3.
Okay, so a 4, you get the Merry Christmas. You get a special insight. You can ask me a question, I'll answer honestly.
Okay.
You can change your action if you want, and then roll again.
So what I'd say is, Ethan, what can you tell me about this particular Jersey Devil that I could perhaps use to either just as a bargaining chip, or like just give me information about this Jersey Devil we're dealing with.
You know that there's one thing that any devil out of Jersey is weak to. And that's the gabagoo. I killed Kylan. So
I'm
maybe
pretty
with
sure we just heard that echo. Like it went through Kylan and then came through Ethan's mic as well.
It's gonna happen a half second for
But you know that with a little gabagool, that you can get this Jersey Devil to calm right down.
Okay.
Where you're gonna get fine Italian deli meats in the sky, maybe it's the promise of the gabagool that'll get him, but it's
So maybe.
but that's exactly a clip. There probably should be a clip of Kylan absolutely exploding.
Maybe then to change, because I feel like you said change what I'm doing to reroll.
Change it at least a little bit. Yeah.
Then do we still go reckless? Do we still make it cool? Because I was going to say he's going to call out to the Jersey Devil to attempt to bargain with it, and say that if you get back on the ground, you get out of the Winnebago, then we can get you some gabagool.
the gabagool.
Okay. Yeah. So that, I mean, it sounds like you're being patient here. You're trying to be patient with the Jersey Devil and negotiate. So I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
So
friend-
if we can maybe
your
fly
friends-
alongside instead and try and call out to it.
Yeah, you're still getting some help here. So you go down. You guys pull alongside, and you can see the Jersey Devil. It's got like the thing that people don't know about the Jersey Devil is the Jersey Devil is also a little bit of a shapeshifter. And so instead of like that weird like horse donkey face thing that the Jersey Devil has, it has been turned into a human face. But you can still see the like big nostrils.
Yeah. See, it gets how to do it.
Yeah. And you can see the tiny little horns. There's some wings on the back. And then it's the feet are still hooves. There's just nothing that could be done about that. But also the Jersey Devil is adorned in a bunch of gold chains and like some really big rings. And has got one arm out of the window, driving with one arm. And as you pull alongside, he says, "Hey, what the fuck? I'm driving here."
I'd be like, I can see that, but if you'll just please stop driving our Winnebago, we can come to an arrangement. We can get you some gabagool, and this doesn't have to end badly.
Wait a minute. You're talking about the gabagool?
And how do I? Like, yes, we'll get you so much gabagool.
Okay, you better. All right, from Vino's
Yes,
down by the shore.
yes.
Go ahead and roll again. We'll see. You might have to sweeten the
How
pot a
many
little bit. Well, I mean, I think it's
If you don't, I will beat your ass within an inch of your life with one of my high heels here.
okay. So yeah, that I think still we'll keep. Well, let's see. This time, so you're being patient. You got help from your friends. You get 1 die for trying.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna say that your bonus before makes you prepared for this because you
Okay.
knew what to say, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we'll say 3.
Okay.
You're trying to be patient.
Okay.
With
Yeah,
JD.
a 1, 4, and a 6.
A 1
So I got
4.
another 4 and a success.
Okay. What is your question?
Oh, I've got to think of another question. Where could I actually get some gabagool to give to him when we get down there?
He's made it pretty clear to you that the only place he'll get gabagool from is from which is Capricola.
Okay.
If you don't speak
Because
Jersey.
I'm kind of lost with all this. So
Yeah,
if there's miscommunication, I apologize.
if you don't speak Jersey, I believe that is Capricola. I've only had 1 semester of Jersey, so I'm not completely. Yeah, so we'll get John in here. Yeah, But you know that Vito's down by the shore would surely have what he's asking
okay.
for. He says
Thank
that
you.
is in
That
fact.
clues me in as to what that meant when you said that, because I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah. So if you want another question, now that we've clarified that, feel free.
Honestly, I don't think there's anything else particularly relevant to this that I can come up with.
Do
without
they do delivery?
Sure.
They sell gift cards online. Do you know that? I don't know. You don't have to do anything with that information, but you get
Just get someone to buy the stuff online before we get there. Then
right. Perfect. Yeah.
Someone who understands computers more.
So he says. He says. All right. You throw in a little pasta fajoule, and we'll be good.
I think we can agree to that.
All right. And so the KT, the Jersey Devil, will then pilot the Winnebago back down to the road, just as you see "Welcome to Point Pleasant, West Virginia" come up on the highway. And he'll, you guys can figure out how to get to Mothman's party. His place, he's got a nice little spot out in the woods. You all make it to Mothman's party with your gifts. And I'm sure, would someone like to give their gift to Mothman?
I would certainly love to give my gift to one Mothman.
Yeah. So what's everybody doing at the party? I think let's what's everybody doing at the party?
So I have my gift,
Mhm.
and I want to pull Bird aside.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, look, not a lot gets past me, and you've been a little off this whole trip.
Bird is looking remarkably like small and meek for a 6'8" by 6'8", maybe Bigfoot.
I'm just like, look, I feel like what we were talking about when we were talking about Bigfoot kind of hit home with you. And look, I'm not gonna push. We're friends. You can tell me when you're ready to tell me. But I think you should have my mixtapes. There's a lot of really good songs on there. They'll really speak to your soul. And I think maybe they can do some healing. And when you're ready to talk, I'm here. I'm here to talk, man.
He's going to be a little speechless at this because he was sure that everyone was convinced, and he's maybe starting to suspect that he wasn't quite as good at disguising himself as he thought he was. So I think he'll take them now, and he will express his thanks, and then perhaps at the party he would take you aside because he's going to the party to see Mothman, mainly to see some of the people there. He's not the most party-ish of people / big feet. So he'll take you aside and just be like, I really appreciate both what we said and then giving me the mixtapes. We've been friends a while now, and I think
For
perhaps
an amount
finally,
of years.
some number of years, yes. And he will, making sure that there's no one else around, just lift up the mask a little bit, and be like, and then put it down again. Be like, I'd prefer to keep my anonymity. You see what happened with Chewie. There's a battalion of goats after him. I'd rather just live my, quiet life. But I thought you should know.
I appreciate you sharing that with me, and I will keep that to myself.
Thank you.
Also, I don't know if you have a cassette player or not. I have an extra one. Not a lot of people have those anymore.
Oh no, I've got one.
Okay.
I like to play cassettes. Yeah.
And then just chill, have fun.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
It's what a heartwarming moment on this Christmas, this Christmas Eve. What does Lori do? Bert has a fan.
Lori has sat down with the aliens,
Okay.
drinking some tequila, and just talking about the good properties of CBD oil and other essential oils, along with the energies of crystals, because they know. These guys know.
Yeah, and they're with you. They're like, oh yeah, if you go to oh, what is it? It's like, where is it, Dewey? It's like, you get to Alpha Centauri, you take a right. Fuck that. I forget the planet. They got the crystal thing too. The whole planet using. They power everything. Just
Man,
good
y'all,
vibes.
you have a sweet ride. Maybe we should go out there once together.
Oh hell yeah! As soon as I sober up, which I mean that
I
could
can
be a
drive.
while. How old are
I
you?
can drive.
You can drive?
Old
Are you
enough.
sure? Okay. Well, I mean, I was just saying you might be dead before we sober up, so I mean, it might be a good idea that you drive.
I'll just drive.
That sounds good. And that CBD, see, I'm not familiar with that one. Is that what kind of plant? All right, maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll keep it like PG-13 for this, huh? I think
Yeah.
All right.
Christmas episode. And
Oh yeah, the holiday family.
Christmas lights. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. And yeah, Lucille.
Hi, I see Mothman across the room, and
Yeah.
I of course have had just a couple glasses of eggnog to temper the nerves.
Mm-hmm. And
And
you see
I will.
you see Mothman transfixed with the Christmas tree. See Mothman just staring. Mothman's big red eyes just fixed on the star. You can see, in his hand, he's got a mug of this like, it looks like chocolate milk, maybe. It's just it's a nice holiday beverage that he's sipping on. So you're just taking sips and just looking at the star.
Hi, excuse me.
He says, oh, hello. I don't recognize you. Well, Lucille. Welcome to my party.
Yeah, that's me. I, I I gotta say, I'm a longtime fan of your work. And this is a very nice the party you have here, sir. And I just wanted to get you uh, a gift because I think you're a really upstanding cryptid. Here, she says, handing him the
Oh.
wrapped gift.
And yeah, he'll turn, he'll say, BJ, take my drink. And you see Bigfoot walk up and grab the mug and just kind of give a little bow and give you a wink, Lucille. And then he says, This is very thoughtful, Lucille.
Oh, thank you.
I've actually refrained from looking to see what's inside, so this will be a surprise.
Well, I hope you like it.
And Mothman, with his several appendages, will open the gift slowly, the wings kind of fluttering with a little bit of excitement. He says, "This light is captivating."
Oh, well, I'm glad you like it. I got it earthbound. Lori said that the pink Himalayan sea salt has nice properties to it. I'm not super familiar with all that stuff.
This is a very transfixing light. I will spend many hours gazing upon it.
Well, if you want, maybe we could look at it together, and maybe if you're into it, we could go get some dinner from somewhere nice, maybe like Red Lobster or Texas Roadhouse.
And Mothman looks at you and says, I think that'd be nice. Do you think I could crash at your place for a weekend?
Well, I mean, if it's just for a weekend, I don't see why not.
All right. And does anybody else have anything they want to do at the Christmas party, or should we fade to black? All right. And with that, the camera pans over this nice woodland mansion. It briefly pans over the mailbox, which does not say Mothman. This is not his house. And it rises, and you can see a bright moon over the snowy forests of West Virginia.
Yay!
Beautiful.
That was a wonderful ending.
What a ride that was, man.
I'm full of Christmas cheer
So much cheer.
and a lot of questions.
I'm full of
Do you know how
gabagool.
hard it was for me when I got the question to not just ask who Bert was? I was like, no, I can't ask that.
You can't do it. Thank you, Ethan, for running this game for us. I had a fantastic time. And thank you, Dom, Kylan, and Taylor for joining us on this incredible game that we had. And thank you very much for being on our 12 days charity stream. We are so happy that you're here. Ethan will be back tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And Wednesday and some other days.
Yeah.
Dom will be back next week, and Taylor will be back on the 27th, and then again on the 2nd. Never mind, Dom. We'll talk about Dom later, but Taylor's back later in the next week. Again, we're raising funds for the Trevor Project, a charity near and dear to our heart. If you donate $20 through our Tiltify campaign, you get entered into our nightly giveaways of some really cool merch. Tonight's giveaway is for a Hades poster and CD. And I'm just waiting for the RNG to give me that information.
Okay, because someone else donated $6.90.
Yeah, I guess you did that. I bet you guys can't guess who that is. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's Patrick Canoose with Two Brothers Gaming.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey.
Patrick is an author and a good friend of High Shelf Gaming, and he does monthly Twitch stream with David and the Legend Keeper and Brayden from Legend Keeper. So he's very cool. We love him very much. Guys, tell me where we can find you at. Taylor, why don't we start with you?
Cool. Mostly just at the con save on anything because I am bad at personal social, so I post via that. So, yeah, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all those fun things, or potato everywhere if you really care.
And you're streaming a game currently, right?
Yes.
Cyberpunk?
Yep, we have a Cyberpunk Red game that's every other Friday. We're taking a break until after New Year so everyone cannot stress about it, and I cannot stress about it for a couple of weeks. And then we're also starting, Jake's going to DM a campaign for D&D that we're going to start doing on alternate weeks as well, and just intro as much fun games as possible in the future.
That's awesome. Kylan, hit us with all that info.
Hi, my name is Kylan. I go by Kyle with an N on Twitter and Twitch. And I do too many things. On Tuesdays, I stream on my own channel. I like to play video games. Right now, I'm playing through Heaven Will Be Mine. It is a indie visual novel by Worst Girl Games that's all about piloting mechs and smooching girls in space. So if that is your jam, then come around. We'd love to have you. On occasional Wednesdays, I'm on Playbooks and Pals' Twitch playing Masks. So if you're into teenage superheroes, that's a fun one too. I'm on a couple of podcasts, Cape Lorelei, which is an Urban Shadows actual play podcast with Off the Table. I'm also on Isidro Beach, which is the sister show. I'm there for a few crossover episodes. So check that out. That's available on Spotify, iTunes, and Bandcamp. No, SoundCloud. And last but certainly not least, I do a podcast with my friend Cyberwolf1201 called Let's Talk About It, where we get drunk. We talk about the games we play in and other things. And we just have a real hoot and a half over there. So, yeah, thanks so much for having me on. Had a lot of fun. And, yeah.
Thank
Love
you
to
for
help with a
being
good
here.
cause.
Yeah, thank you so much. Dom, what do you want to shout out? Shout out your channel? Shout out the Jabrones? What do you want?
Yeah,
The table is yours.
Jabroni TV, which is a unofficial stream team and YouTube channel and whatever. There's quite a few things. I'll get them. We have so we have a website which has everything, which is jabroni.tv, and then from that you could find any of like 13-ish, something like that. People who stream, lots of wonderful people, lots of wonderful, very intermingled communities to go hang out in, including certain people who are in this. And then we have a YouTube channel that you can also find from there, which it's called Jabroni TV. The last thing I think we did that I can remember, I think it's the last thing we did, was another one shot. It's the Machinations of Barren Wasteland. So I was in that, Katrina was in that, and then
That was ran by Andy. Yeah.
Yep.
Who will be running a game. Yep. And Andy will be running a game next week too.
He's like next Tuesday. Yeah.
Yep.
And then also there's at Jabroni_TV, I believe, on Twitter. Is I think the extent of things. I'm sure like someone will fill in. There's like a ton of us here if I've missed out.
Yeah. Nope. I got your information there. Ethan, when can I see you on the internets again? Because
I mean, you could see me here like a bunch. And that's probably going to keep being the case. It's going to be a bunch. But when I'm not here, sometimes I'm on twitch.tv/indoor adventures. We're playing in like Acquisitions Incorporated inspired D&D game, Tyrant Security, which is just, we're all just the worst people doing business. It's a hoot and a half. And is that, I mean, I also do stuff here. I stream video games sometimes, but not recently. Maybe next
Whenever
year.
you least expect it.
Maybe, yeah, whenever you least expect it. So if you're like, man, I wonder if Ethan's streaming. The answer is no. But when you're not ready, that's when I'll be there. The other thing I wanted to shout out real quick is I found that those 3 games, this trilogy of games we've experienced tonight. If you like this game, Oh Dang, Bigfoot Stole My Car, with my friend's birthday present inside, Weird Age Games, as I found that they're called, has made 2 others in this series. There's Aw Dang, Mothman Won't Move Out. He said it was just for the weekend. So maybe we set that one up a little bit. Maybe Lucille's got more than she bargained for, or one of the other people that Mothman has couch surfed with for the past however many years. And then a pretty new one, I think, is Dang, my ET neighbor is a conspiracy theory guy. And that can just never go well. So yeah, this is a trilogy of silly games. There are other games that Weird Age Games has made, but these are the ones that I'm most familiar with. And they're just, I love anything that's got a title that's way longer than it should be. That's just the best. So yeah, that's the only thing. Other than that, I'm here. You can't get rid of me. It's the worst.
High Shelf Gaming is a podcast, a YouTube channel, and a community. All of our links can be found down below. We are very happy that you all were here. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting us, our friends, and our sponsors. We appreciate it so much. Let's end 2020 on a high note and bring in 2021 with playing games and having fun and just loving one another. So that being said, we will be back tomorrow night at 8 Eastern playing Bite Marks by Cyberwolf, Connor. And Ethan will be there, and Rich will be there tomorrow night. I think Matt is also there, and a friend of ours, Brandon. So we'll hopefully see you all tomorrow night again. If you can, please donate to the Trevor Project through our Tiltify link. And I think I have the ability to raid and would like to raid Wandering DM, who is live right now.
Yeah,
and Wandering is
running a game
Wandering
later.
is gonna be playing running Castle Falkenstein on the 26th here. So
Yeah.
hey, someone with those rights did that already. So thank you, David. So anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
And thank you, Rachel, for doing all this.
Thanks.
Yeah.